I don't have my camera turned on. Hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. It should start right about now. Hi. I forgot to turn my camera on. It's been a little bit. How are we all doing? We ended last time at 1,500. Sudowoodo, I appreciate you, buddy. 1,500 Torchics. We had some crazy luck last stream. We got Trico in 360, 380? 360, I think. And it was female. And then we got 2 Poochienas. So I'm hoping the next thing we see is not a doggo. You know, we've had very good luck. I guess I can't complain if it's a doggo. I'm hoping it's not a doggo, but we'll get right into it. I want to make sure my counter... Alright, it looks like it's working. We're good. What if the first thing... Shiny doggo. We also have, down below, we have the legends. And legends throughout the week, I have been perfecting a bunch of dex entries for things that appear in space-time distortions. So while that doesn't really help my odds finding the shiny alpha or the shiny fossils, it gives me the potential to find something else cool in the distortions, which are shiny alphas that I don't have yet. So yeah, I've been perfecting a bunch of things. I think eventually I'm going to try to have the full perfected dex in at least one of my legend saves. Calm is holding on to it for me. For the what? What you talking about, Liz? How you doing, by the way? How's things? Is that calm? Is who calm? Is what calm? Did you drop the wrench? What are you talking about? What are we... Oh, no, I'm holding it for Liz. I'm just catching up, guys. I can't read. I'm finally caught up. I get where we're at. How does that DS thing work? Jacob, it is each of those DS lights. I said work, and now, of course, it's not working. In each of those DS lights, I soldered in a wireless controller mod, and I'm just using my Game Boy Advance. It has a special cartridge that any input I put into this goes over to those. So when I push the A-B select start, they all soft reset. And it's pretty neat little setup. So yeah. Sir Sheikar with the 18 months. I appreciate you, buddy. 2 brain cells working at full power tonight. 6 months to Beast Ball. Soon. Very soon. And Trailblazing Sudowoodo.
From Lazy Hassan 17.
I appreciate you too,
Front-facing baby chick, Sparkles.
Oh God,
Front-facing
never mind.
baby chick, Sparkles. Front-facing baby chick, Sparkles. Front-facing baby chick, Sparkles.
No.
Front-facing baby chick, Sparkles. Front-facing baby chick, Sparkles.
It's going to be a very long stream, is what I'm hearing here. Sudowoodo gifting another membership, guys. Please make sure to say thanks if you get a gifted membership. It alerted for these though, right? For the gifted membership? For the single gifties? Am I crazy? Doggos are barking, I'm sorry. It wasn't doing that before. Is it working now? Ms. Jamie with the Calm Crew, I appreciate you. And Ray's Plays with the 18 months. We got that Beast Ball Creep. Beast Ball Creep. And Leo Drone, 6 months. Calm the Yellow Baby Chick will be your tonight. It will be mine tonight, is what I'm assuming this means. And I don't know, our luck has been too good, almost. I would like it if that was the case. I'm not sure if it's going to be, though. We'll see. We get through these resets very fast. So, I don't know. It's going to happen eventually. Marmsy with the 9 months. Look at all those dancing dittos. You love to see it. Ferret. Ola. How you doing? How's things? Yeah, everybody dropping the milestone messages. Guys, if you've been a member for over 30 days, you get one of those every month too. Little free highlighted message. I can't guarantee that your boy is going to have the brain power to read all of them. I try my best. The grind continues. Yes, the grind, it always be continuing. So how are we doing? Here we go. Pseudo Widow.
Fuck we breathe on, fuck we breathe on, fuck we breathe on, fuck we breathe on.
There it is. Oh my god, it's going again. I have to turn this off. I can't. We can't do this. We cannot do this. Okay, I thought there was another one after this. That's the way to cheat the system right there. Pseudo Widow, I appreciate you. You're really pushing the limits of the text-to-speech system.
What did you get this time?
What do you mean?
I can't hear it.
Oh, that singing fart with reverb to Jingle Bells and then blasting farts and then singing again. My wife walked in and said, what'd you get? What's happening here? Nick, 4 months. Returned from my 2-week absent. How's things going? Going well. We got shiny cherries the other day. We got a shiny female Trico and Sapphire. We've been popping off. We'll see if that continues. Calm loves these. Don't you tell these lies. Slander and lies. Any shiny pooches yet? 2. Although they've been very under odds. We found 2 during the Torchic deal? We didn't find any during Trico, right? It was just the 2 during Torchic. So, I mean, we're doing all right. We've had about 18 to 1900 total checks on starters between Trico and Torchic, and we got 2 Poochienas. We got one at like 1300 and one at like 1800. I've been keeping track of the pooches, but it's like a cumulative total is how I'm doing it. Sergeant, with the 9 months, good luck on these soft resets. I appreciate you, buddy. I'm going to need all the luck I can get, although, to be honest, it's been pretty good recently. You got to take the good and the bad, and I feel like eventually we're going to pay dearly for this. I don't know what shiny hunt it's going to be, but it's going to be something. There's going to be one night where it's just going to be like, oh my god, we're at 40,000. It's going to be another Rookie D Cherim scenario, I think. Keith, buddy, how you doing? How's things? How are you running those? I have, in each of those DS lights, I soldered in a wireless controller mod. I'm controlling them with my cool Game Boy. All of the inputs go from this to those. So it's pretty neat. This is what I spent a bunch of Japan bucks on. The stream bucks went to Japan with me, and then I bought all this. And speaking of Japan and stream bucks, tomorrow's stream?
$10 from 8 Thongwi of the Grandmaster Sealing Cat Ouroboros. The SDF wishes CCI a good shiny hunt for the front-facing baby chick. However, this Ongwi will be unable to stick around cause of that accursed Deles has pushed up the Grandmaster's night by an hour. So I'll be drippling soon.
I'll be dippling soon. What did he say? It sounded like he said he was going to be tripping soon, which is, the context is a little bit weirder on that. Ceiling Cat with the $10 reduce. I appreciate you, buddy. And I do know that Thursdays get messed up, and with daylight savings time, it kind of messes up the whole deal for us, doesn't it? Well, I appreciate you popping in, and I appreciate the good luck. Yeah. The DS hunts have been going all right, though. We've been popping off. Cornbone, yes. One of these days we might need to do another cornbone, just the historical cornbone hunt, I think. You're like some kind of Nintendo wizard. I don't know about that. I'm not sure if I would want to be a Nintendo wizard specifically, but, you know, sometimes you don't get to pick if you're a wizard. Sometimes it just happens. And Hagrid tells you, you're a wizard. That's how it goes. Any reason why it's all Japanese cards? Because Japanese copies of Ruby and Sapphire are like $6, and English copies are like $70. That's the only reason why. I literally have one copy in English, one copy of Sapphire. This is the copy I got my shiny Mudkip on, though. So, yeah. It'll be in the rotation soon. That's just, that copy already has the shiny Mudkip on it. So I don't want to reset it to do these soft resets. So once we get into the random encounter stuff, that'll be in the mix. So yeah. But that's why it is the way it is. Dakmatians, 9 months. Considering on shiny hunting Mudkip and Oris. Do it. 1 in 4,000, very good shiny. There's no downsides. 0 downsides. You're a lizard, Gary. There it is. We need a new light goal. Decidueye, you got it. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. I'm sorry, I'm kind of all over the place tonight. Didn't have the camera turned on at first, and you know how it goes. Did you have to replace any of the batteries after you got them? On the cartridges? All of them. I replaced it on all of them. Not all of them were dead, but some of them were. So, since I was already soldering the controller mod into the DSs and stuff, every game I get, I just replace the batteries now. I think I'm going to have to... You mentioned that. I should probably do this now. Here's a battery for one of them. I need more of these, actually, because I have a whole bunch of stuff coming in, and I think it's going to show up tomorrow. Guys, I have a problem. Have I told you this? Do you guys know this? I'm pretty sure I've told you this. Your boy has a problem. You all were aware, even if I didn't tell you, right? Like, you guys knew. I'm catching up. Sorry. I also have to pay attention to this. Otherwise, I'm in a soft reset over something and I'm going to cry. You guys, well, you might want to see that, but I don't want you to see that. You know what I mean? What stuff? So guys, you know how I have 6 DS lights here, right? What if I want to shiny hunt the starters in Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver? 6 at a time. Well, then I would need 6 copies of the games, right? I bought like 6 copies of every single Japanese Pokemon game. Because they're not expensive. They're really cheap. I went kind of bonkers. The only thing I don't have 6 copies of is Emerald. Because even, like, it's way better than here in Japan. But they're still, like, they're not nothing. Heart Gold Soul Silver ain't cheap. Yeah, in Japan it's like 30, 40 bucks. It's not terrible. You know, and actually it's not 30 or 40 bucks. It's like 4,000 yen, which is like 25 bucks. It's not bad compared to like US prices. US prices are bananas. So, you know, Chikorita for Pana and Rays, you gotta do it. I'm gonna do it. There's no question in my mind. We're gonna be doing all kinds of shiny hunts on these guys. It isn't just GBA era. It's gonna be the whole caboodle. Omerrington just joined. Did you get that second package yet? Tomorrow is what it says on the tracking. We'll see. We'll see if it actually shows up. So either tomorrow, maybe Saturday, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how the delivery system works. If I get the shiny Mudkip by Sunday, I'll try to attempt a shiny only run. Was able to do it in Violet? Yeah, I will just say in Oris, it is a bit harder. It will be slower, but I believe in you. I want to I feel like this is the, well, I'm already having 5 cookies. Might as well take 6 so it's even. Exactly. And then you might as well just get a nice perfect 10. Right? That's the problem. Or maybe not a problem. A problem depending on who you ask, right? Calm doesn't want to provoke the second rising of the Chikorita defenders. I gotta be honest, I don't feel like I provoked much in the first uprising to begin with, but I did find that Chikorita. We made it happen. And that is a very rare shiny to just find. Whether you have any kind of sandwich boost or not, but I think, were we running a grass Sammy? I can't remember if it was Academy Special or if it was grass Sammy, but either way, those things were not very common. The GBA batteries are much higher quality than the GBC. What? What you talking about? You mean like the batteries in the cartridges are like a better quality? What do you mean? What you talking about? How do we get you the Terry's sponsorship? I will decline that as soon as they send me the email. Terry's, do not message me. I don't want to hear from you guys. Want nothing to do with them. I don't want free Terry's chocolate oranges. Wasn't he going for the palm tree when he got it? No, I was over there looking for Chikorita. That was just like the best spot that we could find for it. There's not a good spot for it. Unless you have an outbreak. And that we did not. Is Calm anti-Chikorita? I'm not anti... You see what we're starting here? I said nothing about this. The issue is 10 people will say, hey, will you hunt this specific thing that I really like? And then I have to, like, decide if I actually want to shiny hunt that, first off. But besides that, I might have a different sandwich or something going on in a Scarlet and Violet. And I don't really know what... Like, I was literally going over for Chikorita. I don't even know what started it. I don't want to open up this can of worms, though. I'm not going to start this war in the chat. The Chikorita enjoyers are very vocal about being Chikorita enjoyers. And we don't want to have another nightmare in the chat. Gotta run. Keith, we'll see you around, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully everything's going well. I don't know what happened in your DAs today. You'll have to let me know at some point. Whenever you're back, I don't know if you said in the chat, I'm sorry, you know how it is here.
$2
Skooma.
from Skooma Joe. Trump, Kami's a Chikorita hater. Unsubscribe.
You hate to see it. Just so you guys know, for the text-to-speech shenanigans above and beyond Brian, it's $3 or more. Just so people can't spam dashing through for 1 penny over and over and over again. That's kind of the way to, like, push that out of that range of just spamming it a million times. So, I read that in Trump's voice for you, though. just so you know. Skooma, I appreciate the $2 reduce. And I don't think that Trump will ever unsubscribe from my channel, to be honest with you. All of the presidents really seem to like Calm and Collecting Industries for one reason or another. Feel like people ignore my messages in the Discord. Zoe, I'm not sure what you mean. I feel like it's been pretty active over there recently, but I guess it just depends where you're posting, what you're talking about. Some channels are quieter than others, so just depends, you know. The SDF will be consulting the National Chikoritas of Arizona to see if this is true. The NCA. Yeah, I don't know. My wife is personally like a key member of the National Chikoritas of Arizona, so I don't think that there's anything like that. Any underhanded Chikorita stuff going on here. But you know, my wife is again, she's part of that squad. There's nothing I'm getting by her on this. She's involved. Nope. Honestly, all of the Gen 2 starters are pretty good. pretty good overall. Daylight savings change your stream time for me. This time is better for me. Very nice. You know, I hear a lot of people who it's the opposite for. So it's cool to hear the people who this is better for them too. Because sometimes it's all just doom and gloom. It's actually kind of nicer for me because I get a little bit of time before, like getting off work, getting dinner, and then starting stream. Before I would only have an hour. So if we were gonna like go and get something or do something like that, it would be a real just tight time frame.
$4.99 from Sir Sheikah.
After being a follower of Combe for many months, I can assure you he is a fan of Chikority. I prefer Cyndaquil, but I would never unsubscribe.
There you go. Trump unfortunately doesn't know how to pronounce Pokemon names, just so we're clear.
This former POTUS will always be subscribed. Common collecting brings in the shinies.
He does, in fact. And Obama understands the text-to-speech tricks. Sudowoodo, I appreciate you. And Sir Sheikah as well. Trump unfortunately said, what did he say? Chikorita, and I don't even know what he said for Cyndaquil. It was not right, though. I'm trying to remember what he said. Yeah, they really do not. Sometimes it's really hit or miss. Sometimes they get them perfect, though. Extremely accurate Trump trying to pronounce words, especially Pokemon. I feel like this would be a good. We'll have to send him a message. See if he'll make this video for me. Have to get one of the you know what is the app where Cameo, where you can like pay celebrities to say things? We might have to make this happen here. Although I don't think Trump is there. I think he's got the dollary dues. I don't know if he's trying to get the money there. But oh, we got a distortion. Hold up here. Hold up. Hold on. This is another thing we're doing tonight, guys. This is... Oh, wow, this was already cooking. I'm glad I checked. All right, we're going to have a couple quick checks. You see my party right now? Oh, God. Okay, well, I'm not going back. My party is full of stuff that I was perfecting Pokedex entries for. Because you see all these Octilleries. There's a lot of Drapions, too. We're only concerned with the fossils, though. I don't think I'm going to stick around for the other spawns. Decidueye. I've also found out that I've perfected Dex entries for the entire Rowlet line, which is also kind of cool, but I already have a Shiny Alpha Decidueye, so... yeah, the distortions are rough. Alright, let me just get back here, and really quick, I'm going to change my party out, because knowing my luck, I'll find a shiny fossil, it'll be level like 60-something, and my team will get wiped out trying to catch it, so I'm not going to live that life. We're not going to dance this dance. Let me just get my homies back in the squad here. These Dex entries are already perfected, so I don't even need them. This is how you make light work of the perfecting Dex entries, though, because it is rough. Alright, we're just going to let him cook. I'm not going to bother going back and forth a bunch here. Ceiling Cat.
$5 from 8thongwe of the Grandmaster Ceiling Cat Europorus.
I'm more of a Totodle boy myself.
Totodle.
Captain Nat as my support.
Totodle, you say. I'm telling you, it's... Did Obama say I'm right, though? I can't remember if he did. He didn't have to say any Pokemon names, actually. I don't know if this is just a president thing, but I will say Biden and Trump both did not figure out how to say these Pokemon names correctly. Neither of them got it. I'm confused. What has been happening? What do you mean? Mama Wolf, what you talking about? Rhythm Smith, yo, how you doing? Sorry, it's been hectic today. How you guys doing? Anybody who's joining in right now, I know you're joining into a president mispronouncing Pokemon names and all kinds of weird stuff. Welcome in. It's a time. Totoddles. Yeah, good old Totoddles. Maybe he's right. Maybe we just don't know. We're the ones who are incorrect. Big Eepy. You going to sleep? Already? What time is it for you? That's me right there. So it's not quite Eepy time yet. But, enjoy the chill vibes if you're just kind of hanging around going to bed. I know some people watch this to go to beddy buys. So I feel like it's a pretty good vibe for it, despite Biden and Trump mispronouncing Pokemon names. You get a little bit of Jingle Bells too. You got a really good mix. Might have some holiday dreams. What's going on? Sorry I haven't been able to pop in lately. Emmett, it is all good. We've all got things going on. I'm never stressing it when people aren't able to make it in and stuff. I know we all got stuff going on. So I appreciate you popping in though. We have been doing pretty good with the shiny luck recently. We'll see if it continues tonight. We're getting through a lot of resets. We started at, 1,500? We've already done like 300 plus resets?
Warning, the only correct answer for best Gen 2 starter is Sidlewoodle. Self-destruct in 3.
Pseudo-woodle. And she left us on the cliffhanger too. Well, I don't want to disagree with GLaDOS. You know how that goes. I am a fan of Pseudo-woodle as well. Chat's kind of wild tonight, not gonna lie. Yeah, there's something going on here. It's been a long week without calm and collecting, and the people are popping off. Did you guys see? I got a couple little set pieces. I got a see my finger here? I have my little miniature Pokemon Gacha machine there. I have Joker over there too. I've been thinking about getting some little homies to kind of spruce up the shiny hunting tower. We'll see. Can't abuse the fart with reverb. Yeah, no, it's with great power comes great responsibility, right? I trust you guys. It's so satisfying seeing all these games synced up though, and then of course after you say that, the next reset is completely out of sync. Sometimes it happens like that. If I'm pointing the GBA away from them, or I have it I'm not holding it straight up, sometimes the input doesn't get to one or two of them, so sometimes it be like that. Found a shiny Staryu in the wild in Sword 4 hours ago, and now I'm shiny hunting the Registeel. Good luck on Registeel. We've had a person in the community who's had a very unfortunate time with that. I didn't have too bad of a time with it. I can't remember what I was at with it, but I think it was close to odds. It's a good shiny though. I really like it. The Regis are all pretty good, honestly. In 3D, Regice kind of got nerfed, unfortunately, but they're not all too bad. When I get shiny Mudkip and Oris, I'll have to do Dexnav training to get the other shinies. Isn't Dexnav an endgame thing? Do you get that early on? I don't remember when you get the Dexnav. I haven't done Oris stuff for a really long time. Don't bring it up, don't remind him. I never mentioned anybody. It could be anybody. Anybody. I have one prepped for later in the stream. See, Pseudo-Wudo's just got this little notebook full of fart with reverb jokes. It's at the start, Norris. That's crazy. That's actually really cool. Then never mind. The shiny only playthrough, super doable. If you get the Dex nav that early, that's crazy. How do you control all of them at once? Evan, I have a wireless controller mod that I soldered into each of them, and I'm controlling them with my GBA. It just passes the controls over to all of the consoles. So, yeah. New like goal. Guys, I appreciate you liking the stream. We're already at 100 likes. What the heck? Let's get a 150 like goal pinned up. And I appreciate you all liking the stream. If you haven't liked the stream yet, just consider doing it. Help your boy out on the algorithm. It does help. I have, yeah, that's me. That's me. He controls them with his mind. This has all just been a cover-up for my psychic powers. I really want to shiny hunt on multiple consoles, but I don't want people to know that I'm a psychic. Like 169. Sir Sheikr. You got it. Just found my white 2 today and started doing a soft reset for Snivy. How bad are the soft reset hunts for the starters in black and white 2? It's just, you're up on that little bridge thing, right? And she just has the Pokemon, you pick them, and then you have to go into the pause menu to check. I guess that's not terrible, right? That's in black and white too, right? Super quick, like Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Okay, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, you get to check 3 things at once, though. You don't see if they're shiny in the Pokeballs when you're looking at them, do you? Is it actually like Heart Gold, Soul Silver? Because if so, that's crazy. Random question, if you could have 4 arms, would you? It'd make it very hard to get clothes. What would I do if I had 2 extra arms? I don't feel like there's a ton. If I was just a Machamp, how would I take advantage of this? I only have 2 brain cells. I can barely utilize the 2 arms I have. Have Rumble running on a PC, Brilliant Diamond on one for Regigigas, and Legends on the other for Distortions. You got the variety of shiny hunts going. You're kind of doing a similar deal to me. Got the Legends and all the Gen 3 stuff on my side. Tax Collector, welcome in. No, but still quick. I gotcha. Okay, so you have to look at them. I mean, that's still fine. Like, the soft resets are probably pretty fast, too. It's really nice being in these older games. I mean, the soft resets are like, what? 5 to 10 seconds instead of the BDSP full minute. That's just, it's tough. You have to check the summary after she gives it to you. Yeah, that's not terrible, but still, it's just, it's so cool in Heart Gold, Soul Silver that you can see them in the selection screen. The tax collector is here, guys. Don't tell tax collector about any of the tax shenanigans happening here. We've officially filed this year, so I think I'm safe. Gonna head out for a bit. Hassan, I'll be here for a while. So, yeah, we'll see you when you get back. Not sure Machamp has more than 2 brain cells. Yeah, but see, he's also jacked. My arms would be not jacked. They would just be kind of dorky, shiny hunter arms.
$5 from Zed Toxic.
Sapphire and Ruby hunting on YouTube. We going so retro. Coming Torchic. Let's go. Already know my rap game stick, so get ready for that.
He tried his best, okay. Z, I appreciate the $5 reduce, and Slim Shady, I appreciate the little acapella for us there. Machamp has big what energy? big what energy? I think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon shiny starter hunting is the worst. Is it the worst? I know it has a lot of cutscenes. X and Y is really bad too. Which one's slower? Is there anything worse than those? Besides, like, Scarlet and Violet and Sun and Moon because you can't get them at all. Those might be the worst. Like a big muscular guy. Himbo. I've never heard of this before. We're learning vocabulary tonight. Why am I British? Because Brian is British. You didn't know that? Yeah. It's not you that's British. It's Brian. SMK, join in the stream. We're gonna give him a hot minute. Tax evasion isn't real? Isn't a real crime? Trust me, I swear. So, am I supposed to just admit to that right now? Is that what this is? This is a setup? Welcome in, Raiders. Last time this raid went through, it seemed like it happened later. But guys, welcome in everybody from Steve's side. I appreciate you guys raiding. If you don't know me, I'm Calm and Collecting. I'm a calm guy. I do some shiny hunting. We're looking for shiny Torchic tonight. We've had some pretty good luck in Gen 3, although the last two shinies we found were shiny Poochienas that we don't need. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. You guys have seen the meme of, like, the time to pay taxes. Okay, how much? Just guess. $100 straight to jail. That's how it feels. But see, that's why I pay a tax guy. I don't want to have to deal with any of that. I don't want to be, like, my two brain cells decide whether I'm in prison or not. That's terrible. Although I guess that's kind of my day-to-day life too. But we don't want to roll those dice any more than we have to. Mango, welcome in. If they told you you would need an accountant, what if they told you you would need an accountant? See, the SMK stream, I'm not sure. I think maybe it is, maybe he was doing a double stream is what it is. The first one happened last time too, and it didn't seem like it worked, and then the second one always seems to go through. We'll give people a minute to pop in. Until we see Steve, I'm not going to do my whole spiel again. We're going to wait for a minute. Game and Luke, welcome in. Yeah, JSMS, I think it's because he does mobile, like, vertical and horizontal streams, and I think that's what it is. I'm not sure, though. Either way, we'll give him a hot minute, you know. Steve's the homie. More Rush. That's a big deal. That is a very big deal. I wish he would have got the Tyrantrum, though. Steve, buddy, I heard you got an Aerodactyl. Very good shiny. Honestly, I really like Aerodactyl too. I obviously am a little biased because I really like Tyrantrum. How many encounters was it for Aerodactyl? I feel like you just started that. Like, really recently, right? Am I crazy? Steve, buddy, I appreciate the raid. And anybody else on Steve's side, if you're joining in, welcome in. I'm Calm and Collecting. If you don't know me, I do some shiny hunting. I'm a calm guy. I just mixed up my whole thing because I had to say it twice. Said it in reverse order. This is what we do here. But yeah, we're looking for shiny Torchic tonight. We found a shiny female Trico on the last stream in 360 encounters, and then we found two shiny uncatchable Poochienas while looking for this Torchic. So we're hoping tonight is Torchic night. We'll see. Little over 1,000 encounters, not bad. Not bad for a very good shiny. Wondering, how do you move all the shinies to the newest... do you move all the shinies to the newest games, or what do you do with them? For me, they've just been in the older games right now. I don't know if eventually if I want to move them up or not. I feel like they're cooler in their original game to me. I don't think I want to transfer anything. The only exception, I think, I might transfer some of the, like, mythicals that you can't get shiny anymore. I think that might be the only thing I consider, like Shiny Mew, Shiny Deoxys, stuff like that. I think that's maybe a good, you know, I'm torn a little bit, because I like having them in their original game. Steve, it's a bit of a commitment, but I really like doing these older hunts, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sure there's going to be things that might take a little bit longer than others. Soft Reset hunting for Ray Ray and BDSP. Apparently, I'm a big fan of pain. BDSP soft resets are not fun. They're very slow, but Ray Ray's a good shiny. I don't know what to tell you. Do some Dynamax adventures maybe if you're not feeling the soft reset nightmare. Although those kind of take longer than a BDSP soft reset in some ways. I have 0.000001 brain cells. Yeah, that me. That me. Have 3 mythical options. Don't know which one to hunt. What do you mean? In which game? It's a perfect project to use for this kind of setup. Exactly. Yeah, the 6 times. And tomorrow I have a package from Japan showing up, so we'll have even more potential things to shiny hunt in. The sync satisfaction compromised. Yeah, it just depends. Sometimes they're synced up, other times they're just kind of close. As long as I don't have to manually deal with any of those DS lights, then I'm good. Even if they're not frame perfect. I got these Japanese Wario Land boxes. Japanese Wario Land boxes. What are you talking about? Done a bunch of DAs for Ray Ray, no luck. Kinda swap back and forth between them. I get that. I get it. I have 2 shiny Ray Rays, actually. I was doing DAs for Ray Ray. I got it. Oh, dude, I thought that DS on the middle row on the right was a shiny pooch for a second. I was kind of like a little unhappy for a second. It looked a little bit golder than the other ones. Did you transfer out the shiny Spinda? No, I have those saves backed up. I haven't actually done anything with any of those shinies. I think that those saves, I'm just going to have them archived. Like, have them. And I don't know that I want to take them out of their original save. I think they're kind of cool little time capsules. So every single game that I buy, I just back up the save and just kind of note which one it was from and just hold on to it. I think it's cool. Hello, Kiwi Cat. How you doing? This setup is sick. Kiwi Cat, I'm glad you dig it. I'm a fan as well. I will be even more of a fan once we get the 6th DS in the mix, but the issue with that is these numbers won't be nice and round like what they are now. The increments of 5 are pretty nice, but having an additional DS in the mix will just get us so many more checks. We get them so quick. Adding 1 seems like not that much of an addition, but it is. Honestly, I wouldn't have been mad about a new Let's Go game. People were talking about it. We didn't get them, but I still wouldn't be against it. I'd be surprised if they do give us another Let's Go game ever, though. I think those were literally just to take advantage of the popularity of Pokemon Go, which is no longer that big of a thing. Like, it's still around, but it's not like the crazy, insane popular thing that it was. Okay, all of my games are desynced. Here we go. There we go. How do you soft reset hunt in Sword? You can't really soft reset hunt many things in Sword, but for like the Reggies, you can. And it's just you press the home button, you close out of the game, you reopen it. You just mash A, basically. You close out of the game and you mash A. It's pretty slow. It's tough. There's no like soft reset button or like combo to just get to the beginning of the loading screen, which is really like, why did they get rid of that? Like, why don't they just have a plus minus LR type thing, you know, that just, because closing fully out and reloading the whole game again is what makes them take like an extra 20 seconds probably, right? Like, it's slow because of that. Red, welcome in. Is it worth it to get the shiny charm in Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? If you're going to do, like, a chunk of shiny hunting in any game, it's always worth it. It's worth the time. Rachel B, welcome in. How you doing? Inosuke, Swords of Justice, too. Yeah, Swords of Justice as well. Which is actually how I shiny hunted those, too. You can do the camp reset thing, or you can do the... just the soft reset thing. The camp stuff is fine. I think it might be slightly faster, but you have to pay attention. And your boy doesn't have the brain cell capacity. I don't got it in me. Fire Emblem Three Houses has a soft reset option for Arku's sake. Why do they have a soft reset option? Why did they take them out of Pokemon games? What was the reasoning? For what reason? Got the Overworld mod. It looks pretty cool. Honestly, I wish Sword and Shield did it that way too. And I feel like Sword and Shield was a nice in-between where it like, there weren't so many things spawning that like you're seeing a million things like in Scarlet and Violet, right? I feel like it was a pretty good balance. And it still had random encounters in the grass. I like having the option to just have the mystery box. You know? Just a Gen 5 one in general called Let's Grr. Let's Grr. Not, is that a girder reference? I don't like it anymore. I'm against it. Bully, welcome in. Feel like shiny locking starters is so scummy. Yeah, I don't know. They obviously have been in a weird spot with the shiny lock stuff. The starters are a weird one to do too. Like, it's with the legendaries, they're just like, oh, these are so special and we don't want them to be too special. We don't want to make them crazy rare to where they're this like insanely rare thing. You're not supposed to be able to find them like that. Like that, I guess, lore-wise, like, maybe somebody could argue for that. But starters? I don't know. Did Boris ever get gifted? I don't know if Boris has been gifted a membership or not. Boris, are you in here right now? You get a gifty? Currently hunting the fossils in Ruby and Sapphire. I'm super jealous of your controller modded systems. Well, good luck on the fossils because I'm a big fan of those and I will be shiny hunting those as well at some point. The controller mod thing's super cool. I'm glad I did it. I got the consoles in Japan really cheap and I bought the mods. I installed them myself. I probably should have just paid somebody to do it though because your boy really had to figure things out. Boris is here. Boris has membership. You'll love to see it. Shiny locking starters is so dumb, especially when you can just breed them after for like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. You've had some very good Masuda luck. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Although, you know, we've talked about the way that the odds might work. You think 20 million copies of a Pokemon game sold, and the odds for a shiny starter in new generations is 1 in 4,000-ish. That's a lot of the first Pokemon you ever get is shiny, which is weird when you think about it that way, right? There's a lot of people whose first Pokemon ever in a game was shiny, and they didn't really realize that it was special, maybe, right? First time you ever saw Rowlet, it was just green. You have to get a shiny Ralts or else you can't continue. I don't think I want to lock myself into a spot like this, but I would like to get myself some shiny Ralts and Kirlia and Gardevoir and all that. I'd be down. Eventually, I'd like to try to get one of everything. I don't know how it's going to work out, but you know, we'll try our best. Oh, you get access to breeding after 10 minutes, not 10-minute hunts. I got you. That makes a lot more sense. What should I hunt in Scarlet and Violet? Have the DLC so any Mon is open. You have Drillbur yet? Get Drillbur. He's a cool dude. I really like that cave. The electric cave. I only have Sun, and I'm considering getting Ultra Moon for getting the version exclusives. Yeah. Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun have some really cool shiny hunting stuff. They have the Ultra Wormholes. They have SOS, which the base game has too, but they have some cool stuff. All the Ultra Beasts and everything. There's like a ton of shiny hunt things you can do there. But I guess base Sun and Moon is faster to shiny hunt type Null. So at some point, I want to do that hunt as well, and Poipole. There's like a lot of things that I want to shiny hunt on all these different consoles, man. I got a lot of things to work on. The dreaded C-Dot. What percentage is C-Dot in not Emerald? Because it's 1% in Emerald, but I think in Ruby, it's not bad, right? I think it's just the same spawn chance as Lotad in Sapphire, right? It's not crazy rare in Ruby, I don't think, is it? Get a shiny Skarmory. I will be doing that. Skarmory is one of my favorite Pokemon, so it's gonna happen. My Masuda luck is actually god-awful. Could never be me. My Masuda luck's always been very good, which is good times for me, but I think that will affect me in other types of shiny hunts, unfortunately. I love that cave. I saw you can get him. I found my Rotom and Porygon there. Yeah, there's a lot of cool options in there. We actually got the Minun, which was the rare spawn for me because I was in Violet in that cave. We had a pretty crazy go of it. Mystic Melodies, welcome in. I see you there. Sorry, I'm a little behind on chat, guys. It's not a delay thing. It's just a me delay thing. Not really shiny locking, but on the topic of dumb decisions, the fossils in Black and White 2 being locked behind post games is whack. I didn't realize that was a thing. I never played through Gen 5, so, yeah, that sucks. Wormholes are so easy. I think I did 5 wormholes and got 2 shinies. Yeah, the shiny rates for the Pokemon in there are crazy, but there's not that many of them. There's, like, not a very good assortment, so you'll get those, but the thing I like is the legendaries that are in those Ultra Wormholes are affected by the Shiny Charm. So they're like 1 in 1365 soft resets, and they're pretty quick. Like, not bad if you want to get a bunch of different shiny legendaries. What's your longest shiny hunt ever? So, I haven't really done a lot of full odds, old school odds yet. I have a feeling this is probably going to be beaten, but my worst full odds shiny hunt so far, like encounter wise, was like a little over 18,000 for one of the fossils in Sword and Shield. So I was like over 4 times over odds. It was a time. But yeah, that's my worst one. It was like 4.5 times odds or something. My Masuda luck is really silly. I'll be over odds for a Mon in hatching because I don't want to squint, but hatch Spiritomb in 9 eggs. because I don't want to squint. the bad shinies, you mean? In Ultra Moon, I've been talking to a pile of berries for a week, doing runaways for Crabrawler. Still nothing shiny. You hate to see it. Hopefully you get your shiny crab soon. The red boxing gloves. I think it'd be cool if you did a Gen 5 playthrough on stream. You know, Critical Smash, a couple people have asked me about that. And I wouldn't mind doing it. I feel like it would just be a much more, like, not a ton going on stream, you know? And I think that I've done little playthroughs like this before, and they've, like, kind of... people haven't been as super interested in them, so I kind of moved away from them a little bit, but I wouldn't be against it, you know, playing through and hanging out with the homies doing this, doing like the old playthroughs. The thing that would suck on mine is it's in Japanese, so I got no idea what the heck's going on. So I can't even really comment on what's happening in the game while it's happening, besides the battles and just how things look in the game. So the Japanese adds another layer to the whole deal. The tiny shinies, yeah, like Flabebe. I definitely did some Masuda for Flabebe. Should I hunt a Snivy outbreak? Because most likely ZA starter. You think it's the most likely ZA starter for the grass types? I feel like it would fit like the Kalos region, right? Kind of fancy French. This is nice as it is, more chill, just chatting with everyone. Yeah. No, I like the vibes during these shiny hunts. We get the occasional space-time distortion to kind of change it up a little bit, but mostly we're just being nice and efficient with these shiny, potentially shiny Torchics. Speak of the devil right here. Hold on. We have a distortion. Let's do these checks and then I'll soft reset. Alright. Distortion time. I gotta pay attention, dude, because this one's already cooking. Oh man, this one's been going for a while, too. Can't believe you guys let me do this. Shield on. My wife is standing in the doorway. She's just standing there menacingly. Shield on. We got one more check. Another shield on. You know what? We've been having a pretty good time with the fossils in this save, at least. Could be worse. Maybe I'm going to quickly reset the map here instead of waiting, because, well, actually, this distortion's going to go away pretty quick. Normally, it might be worth resetting the map to get the timer to start again, but I think we're all right. We're just going to let him cook. Boom. Based off of France manga, because America is known as the melting pot, is why it's in Unova. What you talking about? Kalos is France, right? I'm not crazy on this, right? When do we get our desert-themed Pokemon game? Colosseum, you already got it. It's happened. It came and went. Got it in Rumble, my second Regice. You got a duplicate shiny boss? What the heck is going on in your games, man? I wish I had this kind of Rumble luck. I could never. The French snake creature Snivy. There it is. Prism Tower is literally the Eiffel Tower. There it is. Literally. But not literally. It's literally almost the Eiffel Tower. Forgot about that game? I thought you were talking about DAs. Colosseum is awesome. I've never played through it. I didn't own it when I was younger, even though I was into Pokemon. I don't know. Never had a copy of it. Which is just too bad. Because he was cool. He was a little edgelord. He was kind of angy. He was kind of like an anti-hero almost. Can't get Regice in DAs. Oh, yeah. You can't get the Regis in DAs. You have to soft reset for him in Sword and Shield. Them and the Swords of Justice. Get some popcorn chicky bully. Enjoy. I'll be here. Wild Mega Garchomp literally landed on the Eiffel Tower. There it is. It literally happened, guys. Do you ever accidentally reset over something without checking it? Because I just did. What was it? Let us know. R.I.P. I haven't soft reset over anything yet. I will say this is kind of a new setup over here for me, so time will tell. We'll see if we get to that point. I'm hoping it never happens. It's probably going to happen at some point, though. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at a different screen, away from all of my DS lights. So it's bound to happen at some point. Do I hear Gary? Gary! Oh, yeah, Gary the snail. He's back there. My cat's been very vocal recently. Got the wrong shiny Reggie. I mean, it's pretty cool to have anyways. Any boss shiny in Rumble is insane. Have you been doing the randomizer in Rumble, or is this just like your regular spawn table thing? I love vocal cats. One of ours talks a lot too. She never shuts up. She makes sure to let us know that she is always hungry. She's a problem child. What can I say? Yeah.
What'd you say?
I said she's very vocal and she lets us know that she's very hungry all the time, always.
Is she meowing right now?
Yes. Chat hears. They know. The background noise removal has not been working as good as it used to.
She just ate too.
She just ate. I know. She's always hungry. Doesn't matter if she just ate. She will literally eat all of her cat food that we feed her. Or sometimes not eat it at all. And then walk over to the dog food bowl. It's like, what are you doing? Yes. Like walks away from this very good wet food that is prescription, by the way. She needs this or else she pees crystals. So she walks away from this nice meaty mess. She says, I want meat cereal instead. That's what I'm feeling. She's something. She's the oldest and lets us know whenever she's hungry and wants attention. Yes, this cat is always hungry and always wants attention, so.
And also the oldest.
And also the oldest. There you go. Huskies talk a lot. Yes, I've seen that. I've seen the videos. Is your Trico in a different game? I'm not sure how soft resets work. It is in a different game. So, I have a GB operator. It's over there, but you get what I'm saying. I can put the cartridges into that GB operator, and I can pull the saves off of them. So I got it on, I think, this one right here. I'm pretty sure it was on this one.
It was.
And, so I just pulled the cartridge, got the save, and I can put the save back onto the cartridge, whenever I want, and I can trade them around. I'll do that after the fact, but I've basically just been backing up the saves once I find the shiny, and, yeah, makes it easier. It's nice because since they're on older cartridges, and you never know when something's gonna, like, go bad, I can have them uploaded into the cloud. If I have anything happen to the cartridges, I can just bring them back. We don't have to worry about these things. I don't need Nintendo Switch Online to back up my things. I got my own game plan here.
Why isn't the other one working?
Why isn't the other one working? At the bottom left? I just don't have a game for it right now. Tomorrow.
Oh.
Tomorrow.
Why is Joker there?
Why is Joker there? He's there. I don't really have Pokemon things to put there.
Well, we'll have to fix that.
Joker's fine. I have my gotcha machine there too. You can only kind of see it. It's kind of behind that Torchic there. My cat's also meow 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 all day long. What's funny is she eats the dog food too. Is she a tank cat? Tank cat. My cat used to be a tank cat. We used to just have the cat food and the dog food down, and they would all kind of go to the cat food first and then go to the dog food second. It was just kind of the Wild West over here. My cat was huge. She was a monster because, again, she's always saying she's hungry. She's just pounding, just destroying the cat food and then the dog food. And she was just large. She was very chonky. Yeah, so we had to change it up. It sucks because it's so much easier just having the food be down, but she doesn't let us do it. Won't let us have that. Wish we could all celebrate your cat via emotes. Nah. Love the video of the save file of the Pokemon games. Vidal, I'm glad that you enjoyed that. You know, it's actually been doing okay. Usually my regular videos don't, like, do super well, so it's cool to see some, like, new people funneling in from that. And, yeah, glad you enjoyed it. I have a whole box of stuff coming from Japan tomorrow or the next day, so, you know, have a chance at maybe another one of those videos potentially.
It doesn't matter me, emote
Huh?
now.
We don't got the space. Don't... You guys put this idea into my wife's head about the cat emote now.
What if we do have the space for it?
This is a problem. If you can only play one generation for the rest of your life, which one would you choose? Only mainline games. It's tough. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. That's difficult. There's a lot of shinies in the newer games, like number-wise, but they're pretty easy to find, a lot of them. I feel like Sword and Shield might actually be a pretty good candidate for that because they have a ton of Pokemon in them. They have a lot of legendaries you can shiny hunt. They have DAs. They have a little variety with that. I don't know. Gen 8 is up there for me, potentially. What do you guys think? If you could only shiny hunt in one generation, what would it be? I feel like there's some pretty fun methods in the 3DS era, but with methods, you'd get them quicker. It's kind of tough. Speaking of ordering stuff, I finally got around to getting a new chair for my desk. Hopefully your back is feeling better. I had to get my wife a not bootleg chair because her back was having issues. So it does make a very big difference. I'm sitting here all the time, so like... I kind of paid a chunk for the chair. This thing's actually kind of stiff, though. The old gamer chair here. I've kind of thought about what my next chair is going to be, but the, like, stiffness of it kind of makes me sit upright, too. So it's kind of a good thing for just sitting here streaming, working. Like, I do kind of all of that from here. So, yeah. I don't know. But sometimes... you just, one of the cheeks falls asleep and you're just stuck with it. This very stiff chair. Got a new chair for my desk. It's not the greatest, but better than a regular chair. Like a wooden, like just actual regular chair. Yeah, that sucks. Love Gen 8, but I may have to hunt in PLA. It's actually fun, but I'm tied between them. I mean, Legends is a good option. There's just not a lot of Pokemon in it. There's only 242 total, and how many of those are legendaries that you can't shiny hunt at all? I think the actual dex number that you can shiny hunt is like 220 something. 228 for some reason is the number I'm thinking of. I'm not sure what it ends up being, but it's like there's definitely not that many things. Sudowoodo.
I hear your cries. Self-destruct in 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here it is.
8, 9.
I see the spoiler. There it is. Well, Sudowoodo, I appreciate the $3 dues. The rest of that I'm not too sure about, but I appreciate you. Just got my shiny Trico, hunting on 2 GBAs and 2 DS Lights. Very nice. We got our shiny Trico in 360 encounters, and it was a female. So, the shiny Trico luck is in the air, apparently. How many encounters was it, PM King? Is this setup easy to achieve? Like, do you need a PC and a capture card? For this, I'm not... Well, I mean, I guess I'm using a capture card because my camera is plugged in. But this is just like a camera right here. And then I have my 3 DS... 3? I have 6 DS lights. I have 6 DS lights here that I had to solder in like a controller mod to, and I'm using my Game Boy to control all of them. So it's like there are a lot of components to this setup, but yeah, don't need the capture card at least. I have to look at these. Sometimes I look at chat and I almost soft reset without really looking at them, which is a bad idea. Very bad. I'll be here for like 4 more minutes. Tip your waiters. There it is. And Sudowoodo is the waiter in this situation here. Sudowoodo's the waiter. The Mickey D's Wi-Fi. What's going on? Not me, right? Hopefully somebody else. You know, I don't wish the Mickey D's Wi-Fi on anybody. Oh, I attacked the pooch on accident. How in the world did you get so many DS lights? I went to Japan, and they were like 1,000 to 2,000 yen each, which is like $6 to $15 each. So I bought a bunch of them. I bought 9, but a few of them were not in very good shape, so I kind of pieced together 6 good ones. Got a male mild nature, very nice. Mild's pretty good. Mine is impish, so you definitely got the better nature out of the Tricos. 14 special attack, very nice. Very nice. Soft reset without looking is just horrible. It's tough because I don't hear every single game. I have the volume muted on them, so I have to look. Otherwise, I'm going to miss something. And I can't just have like 5 consoles of audio or I'm just going to go insane. Lose my mind. More than already. Lacking motivation for my shiny Eevee from Soul Silver. Well, take a break. Don't gotta do it right now, right? That Eevee will be there. Do something else. Do your thing. Come back to it. You don't want to make yourself just be completely fed up with it. And then when you get it, it kind of makes it almost not feel as good when you finally get that shiny. And you're just like, oh my god, finally. I never want to look at this thing again. Pseudo, you're heading out. We'll see you around, buddy. Thanks for hanging. We'll see you on the next one. Yeah. 5D synced audio nightmare. That would be the life I'd be living. So, we just have no audio. I gotta look the good old-fashioned way. I don't have to control them each manually, so I guess that's just the price I have to pay. Right? Could be worse. Look at all the flexing in the chat. You love to see it. Look at this community. Just hanging out. showing some love to old Pseudo Wudo, the fart with reverb enthusiast. So yeah. How was everybody's week, by the way? I feel like we really got into it super quickly today. It has been such a hectic, insane week for me, guys. I've been just like looking forward to hanging out. Not just looking at front-facing baby chicks. Eventually, you know, getting the shiny one, but this is nice too. Not having to really think. Just head empty. Right? These aren't like the fastest shiny hunts in the world, but it's kind of nice. Very chill, just some chatting going on. Been a very interesting week, good and bad. Well, at least there's some good going on in there, right? Could be worse. Cool, man. How you doing, buddy? How's things? Oh, man. I'm taking a buy-month on software. Garg needs hardware. What does that mean? I don't know what this means. Got 2 leaf greens up going for Squirtle and a diamond going for the Void Glitch Darkrai. Very nice. I'm going to have to do that at some point. Well, I haven't shown this off today, so I guess I should, right? Eventually, we're going to have a lot of different Pokemon games doing some shiny hunts. Right now, we're doing Gen 3 stuff, but, yeah. I have a package coming from Japan this week, hopefully, unless anything changes. But tomorrow is when it's supposed to show up. And I have 6 copies total of every, like, mainline game. Z, I appreciate you.
$3 from Z Toxic Morgan. With great power comes great fart.
What? What? Why didn't the text-to-speech work there? Something happened with the text-to-speech. Did something get... Is it Freeman, maybe? What happened? You hate to see it. I don't know. The text-to-speech obviously was not a fan of that one. With great power comes great fart. I guess it's true. Brian says it's so that's how it is. Gets me excited thinking about nicknames. Amazing collection, by the way. I appreciate that. The Japan prices are very reasonable if you're trying to get more Pokemon games for the collection. Definitely a thing. So it's cheaper to get a DS from Japan than getting a second-hand from GameStop. Yeah, probably. By a lot. The conversion rate for like USD to yen is very favorable for us right now. But the deals that I got on these DS Lites are only like in person. There's not really a way that you can get DS Lites for like 1,000 to 2,000 yen online, really. They're ones that I found in the junk bins. So they all worked, but it's like they couldn't really test them. They don't really know, so they just kind of make them cheap and they put them in the pile. And then there's just a bunch of them. And I would just pick the prettiest looking ones, is how it worked. So, and it worked out pretty good. I got like 9 of them, and I would say like 7 or 8 of them actually worked well. There was one that was really bad, a couple of them that had little things, but I was able to piece together 6 really good ones. It's Morgan. So you got it right then. What the heck happened? And it was $3. I don't know why the text-to-speech wouldn't have worked. Let me try replaying it just to see if maybe it'll jumpstart it.
$3 from Z Toxic Morgan. With great power comes great fart.
With great power comes great fart. Truer words have never been spoken. Yeah, salt in the wound. I just was hoping it was going to work out for you. It was just going to happen. 2,000 yen for a DS Lite is a bargain. Yeah. I got some of mine for like 1,000, which is crazy. I've had some very good deals when I was over there. And I'm glad I got as many as I did. Sometimes I almost wish that I got more. But I didn't want to be that guy that just swooped up and took everything, you know? Copped mine for $59.99 at a local retro store. DS Lite? I mean, that's not terrible. And it's like tested, and the thing is with that local retro store, I'm assuming they had some kind of like return policy and stuff too. With these, it is you buy it, and whatever the heck is going on with it, you got to deal with it. All of them were very dirty and nasty, by the way. I cleaned all of them. So them being nice and pretty like this is not how they originally were. So there was some work.
These are the sad times. These are the sad times. These are the sad times. These are the sad times.
Love it. The old holiday treat. These are the sad times. Zia, I appreciate you, buddy. I'm glad it worked for you. I was expecting Morgan there. Good old Mormon Freeman. 2 shiny gifted in a row. I'm telling you, there's something going on. There's some shiny luck in the air tonight in the super chats, and potentially in my video games. You know? The thing is these counters are counting the 5 Torchics that we're seeing. It's not counting the 5 Poochienas we're seeing as well, because technically we're kind of doing double shiny hunts on every single console that we're doing here. We're seeing 10 Pokemon a reset, not 5. And we've seen a couple Pooches, but I don't know. In theory, every 4,000-ish encounters, we should be seeing something shiny. Whether it's a Torchic or a Pooch. Hopefully not a Pooch. Fuji Toby with the 5 gifties. Buddy, I appreciate you. Guys, if you got one of those gifted memberships, please say thanks to Fuji Toby. And everybody else, get some Mr. Kappas, some pay buttons in the chat. Show some love. And get opted in if you're not opted in yet. Exclamation gift in the chat. If you're not opted in, you cannot get one of those gifties, and you don't want to miss out on these Mr. Kappas, right? Fuji, I appreciate you, buddy. Is it possible to get both the Pooch and the starter? It is. It's not probable, but it is possible. It's 1 in... What is it? It's like 63... 1 in 63 million, I think. It's 8192 times 8192. So, you'll have to do the math on that, because I can't do that. I'm pretty sure it's like 63 million, though. So pretty good. Pretty good odds, right? 1 in 63 million to see both at the same time. Best emote on YouTube. I would agree. I'm a little biased, but I would agree. 360 Rowlet resets. Guess how long it's been for it. In Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, those are very slow resets. I don't know why anybody's doing that shiny hunt. That is not a good time. Steve has proven that. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Would you happen to be able to explain how the hunting works in Gen 3? I've heard something about those games being bugged. Saggy. It is only bugged in Emerald. So when people are talking about the RNG being messed up in Gen 3, they're talking about Emerald. Or also, I guess, if you have a dead battery in like Ruby or Sapphire. And basically what that means is when you reset your game and you start it up from scratch, every single time it's got these checks that are happening every frame that the game is turned on. The game runs at 60 FPS. So every 60th of a second you're getting a new frame and it's checking to see if a Pokemon you would find at that time would be shiny. And the issue with Emerald being like broken is, say I'm sitting here soft resetting for these Torchics. A lot of times I probably won't do the reset at the exact same time I did it the last time, but there's a lot of times where I would be soft resetting after 1,000 checks. If it takes me a second to do the soft reset, at a certain point I've kind of checked all of the frames around the 1 second time, right? So a lot of times I would be seeing the same Torchic that will not be shiny. And that's why it's broken in Emerald. And the reason that you don't do soft resets in that game. So that's why you see people checking that Mew, running away, going back, checking it again. It would be pretty nice to just be able to soft reset it, but you can't. Well, you can, but it's not like a good way to do it. Because you might just see the same things over and over again. It's a bummer. So, yeah. And that's how it works if your battery dries in Ruby or Sapphire. If your battery's dead, same thing. It just starts from scratch every single time. Here we go, we have a distortion. But yeah, it has like a set check that it's doing, so you're just seeing a bunch of the same things. It's really not good for shiny hunting. Most people, you won't really notice the difference though, right? If you're not shiny hunting, it's not really that big of a deal. But for us crazy folks, it is. Never knew that about Gen 3. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, is like a lot of people back in the Emerald days, in Gen 3 times, you there's no real way to verify that, right? Like, way back in the day. So, people still found shinies. I mean, if you're playing the game for a long period of time and you're not just sitting there soft resetting, then you're probably never going to have an issue with that. But if you're sitting there soft resetting for old Ray over and over again, you better believe you're going to see the same thing at least a chunk of times while you're doing that. So, yeah, be careful in Emerald. Why is the Japanese version of Ruby and Sapphire, though? Because they are $6 a piece instead of $70 a piece. That's the only reason. I wish I had English copies, honestly. But here we are. I'm personally a fan of the Sag. I knew you would be. You're a fan of the Cap W. I'm glad you dig it, because that's... Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This is the reason that I don't usually do these resets. Batteries for Game Boy games are weird, to say the least. For the original Game Boy games, it sucks because the save is tied to the battery too. In the GBA era, it isn't. But in all of the Game Boy Color stuff, the save is tied to it. So when the battery dies, your save is gone forever, which is not a good time. Come on, man. Alright, hold on. We need to get a distortion cooking here. Ditto is a cutie patootie, I would agree. Yep. I don't think we have a single emote I don't like. I think we've really narrowed it down to a good assortment, right? Yeah, we have some Discord-specific emotes. It's just we don't have enough emote slots here. It's bound to how many members we have, and we've had a lot of members, but yeah. YouTube wants us to have thousands and thousands for us to get more emotes now, and it's tough. Alright, we're gonna let him cook. Even in the Discord, it's a goated lineup, I would agree. We have some cool stuff from the homies. Z has made quite a few of the rando emotes as well. You'll love to see it. Maddie, welcome in. My original copy of Silver has a dead battery, very sad. Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad. because that also makes it so many saves of like these used games when I would go and buy them. I got crystal, I got gold and silver and stuff too, and we just don't get to see what was in the time capsule. They just withered away into the shadow realm. It's sad times. Gotta go. I'll be back later. CMH will be here. Thanks for popping in. Are these automatic resets? What if a shiny pops up? Will it automatically reset? They aren't automatic. I'm doing it with my Game Boy here. I have a wireless controller mod in all of the DS Lites, and I'm soft resetting them using this. So I'm looking and chatting. Wonder if you'll get a shiny pooch before the starter. So last stream I got a shiny Trico female in 360 encounters, and then I got 2 shiny pooches afterwards at like 1300 and 1800 encounters. So we've seen a couple of Poochianas already. I'm hoping we don't see any more, but I feel like we probably will. Up to Lugion, shiny only playthrough of Soul Silver, only to find out that my game is fake. Honestly, like, it sucks that that's a thing, but don't let that ruin the enjoyment for you. It's not like the shiny odds are different. It sucks that it's not a real copy, and if you spent, like, real copy money on it, that is very unfortunate, but most people aren't going to have issues with the fake, like the repro games anyways. Like, even playing these on R4 cartridges and stuff, I don't feel like is that big of a deal. A lot of shiny hunters don't want to play with stuff like that, but you just gotta play with whatever you're able to get your hands on, and these older games are not, like, cost effective. So if an R4 is the only way to shiny hunt and you want to do a specific thing on like Soul Silver or something, or Emerald, don't let what other people are saying stop you from doing what you want to do, because at the end of the day it's all the same like game file, and there's not really much you can change on the cartridge to make it work differently. Like, they aren't doing that, they're literally just copy pasting. So yeah, I wouldn't stress it too much. Considering doing a shiny only playthrough of Oris where I have to get a shiny on each route. Lacking confidence to start it because I don't know if it's a good idea or not. Well, I just heard that the Dex Nav, you get it really early. So I feel like it wouldn't be too bad actually. Christopher, glad I had left my event celebi on Pokemon Stadium avoiding the dead battery issues. Yeah, but the N64 doesn't work anymore. Oh no. But you have it. Where does it save? It's on the cartridge on the game on Stadium? Is that a thing? Or is it in a memory card? Because I know that the N64 had the memory card in the controller too. Nick, we'll see you around. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for popping in, buddy. You can send the N64 somewhere to get it diagnosed and have it fixed. They actually aren't too expensive either. Like, you could get another N64 since the save isn't tied to that at all, you know? YouTube, don't do this to me. Don't do this to Z. Don't be bullying Z, YouTube. And don't bully me either. Only annoying because I've heard the fake cartridges just randomly delete the save file. Yeah, I don't know if you have a like a modded 3DS or anything, but that's like a really nice way to back up your saves too. Even if you're not like trying to download anything else, you can get Pokemon Bank. You can do all that stuff too, but the 3DS with the like custom firmware on it will make it so you can back up your saves from your 3DS games and your DS games. And that to me is 100% like the reason that I would recommend doing it, because backing up your Pokemon saves is a big deal. You got hundreds, thousands of hours on some of these games. It's nice to have a backup somewhere. So all you need is PKSM on, which I know is like usually like a save editing for like people genning Pokemon and stuff, But it has nice features for people who are not doing that stuff, which is backing up saves. So it's really nice. You just have that on the 3DS and you can just pull your save out. Done and done. And you can upload saves and stuff too. Like if you want to have starter hunts like this, you can get your save up to this point, back up all the saves, and then whenever you want to go back or forth, you can just kind of flip back, you know? With this, I'm just getting all of them, and I'm just going to have one, like, main save that I'm going to trade everything over to. But, yeah, gives you some options. N64 saved on the game itself. Not bad. So you've got it in the time capsule right now. Yeah, Saggy. Hopefully that works out. Hopefully you can get that backed up and stuff, because it's... it would suck to lose the save, but if you're able to back it up and you don't really care that it's a not official copy, if it breaks, if you finally have an issue with that after a couple years and it resets your save, then you buy another one for what, 15-20 bucks, and then you do it again. Just make sure you're backing it up whenever you get something good. I'm being bullied. Who's bullying Panna? I've been playing since Gen 1, and I think I probably have at least 5,000 hours into all games, maybe even more. Yeah. I wonder what my cumulative total is. I don't know if I want to know. The stream has also increased that number quite a bit, I think. Because Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet and Legends, man, your boy has had some times in those games. Let me quickly, I'm going to move this game over here. So there's this thing in Legends where if a space-time distortion spawns, it sets the timer for how long it takes to actually start, based on how close you are to the distortion. So I need to start parking my guy kind of in the middle of where they all spawn, because then we'll be able to check them quicker, be more efficient. I'd love to see Calm's software library in the Switch, or just everything in general. Panky Rang, we've got one more DS that we just don't have the game for yet. Tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully the package shows up. But yeah, it's something. We have the 6 just waiting. Definitely don't want to know my total Pokemon hours. Yes. I think it's better that way. And the thing is I soft reset a bunch too. So like the hours that I see in BDSP and Sword and Shield and stuff with the soft resets are not necessarily accurate. Boris, with the 2 months, imagine if you spent a whole year of Pokemon. How many hours are in a year? It's a lot. I don't know if I'm at that point. I hope. What is it, guys? 24 times 365. 8769. Nice. I feel like I could definitely be past that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to add up all of my Switch Pokemon time, but the good news is there's some games that I don't have anymore, so I don't know anymore. You know, who knows? In Diamond, I had a maxed out like 999 save back in the day. I don't know how many hours I went above that. There was some amount, though. We'll just pretend that we didn't go above it all, though. $87.60. Sir Shicker, you can't do this to me. There's no way it was going to be a 9, like with the number it was multiplying by, I guess. Really seems like it would be longer than that. What? I'm telling you. It's crazy. when you get it into perspective like that, right? Days are short, life's too quick, indeed. That's why we need to find these shinies more efficiently. That's why we're going 5 and 6 times the speed of light here with the multiple DSs. Be moving on to my 3DS shiny playthroughs after I finish this, so wish me luck. Saggy, good luck. The 3DS has some really good shiny hunting methods, and you get the better odds, so it'll be a quicker deal for you. 14,000 on Lugia, that is insanity. It's tough. It's a good shiny though, so it's worth it. My diamond was at 999. You love to see it. Another diamond appreciator. Definitely spent a year on YouTube. Yeah, it's definitely more than that for me, for sure. But I'm working and stuff a lot of times too, so I'm like kind of doing double duty with that. This man Calm helped me get a perfect IV, Technician Scizor, a real homie. I did do that. But I had to stomp him first with the Electivire just to show him what for. I told him the story about when we met back in the day. You slammed down the note on the table. It was through a Pokemon battle. Pokemon brings us all together, guys. I'm telling you. That's how I met one of my greatest homies. Definitely closer to 10,000 plus hours after just looking at Switch hours. 2,600 on Switch Pokemon, yeah. It's crazy. It adds up quick. The good times, the good old days. Yeah. Here I go, crying again. Sir Sheikar loves the vibes in here. He's always a big proponent of the channel and the Discord, everything else, but we got a lot of homies in here. We got a different kind of vibe in here. Sometimes for better, sometimes for worse. Nah, we have a lot of cool homies in here, and the vibe is just not like other spots that I've seen, and I like that. I like that we have a nice assortment of homies that are all willing to help people out. We're all just kind of doing the same thing, chit-chatting, doing our thing. It's a good vibe here. I'm glad you all found the community as well. Glad to have you guys. Throwing me a shout out of nowhere. You love to see it. Every now and then, we gotta make it happen. Same with the Void glitch in Diamond and Pearl. Still legit, yeah. You still have to do the shiny hunt. Like, to me, none of that stuff makes any difference. Some people want it to be like, oh, you had to go to the Nintendo, like, Pokemon Center in New York and get this Mew event and do this and do that. And it's like, come on. Like, not everybody can do that. It's fine. As long as you still have to shiny hunt it and you're not doing, like, anything to change the odds, do anything like that, and even if you are, I don't really care. Do your thing. Do your shiny hunt however you like doing it. Don't let anybody tell you how to live your life, how to spend your shiny hunting hours. Star with the loony. Is there a special phrase for 1.5? I know there's loony and toony. I appreciate it, Star. The first super on a live stream ever, by the way. That's a big deal. They popped in and said, you know what? This is the one. Hopefully you're doing well, Star. Not doing the R4 because I don't have a PC. Yeah, well, you know. It's a nice option if you do, though. If you don't want to spend a cool... I mean, even the Gen 4 games are crazy expensive now. It's insanity. My wife just made a rude gesture to me. You see this? The distortion spawned on top of us. I parked myself in a good spot. We're already ready to go. I'll just let him cook. Is there no way to hunt it other than the glitch to get the encounter? I expect people to do that. Oh, if there's only that way. Yeah. No, I mean... like, they try to make these things special by only having them like limited time, and I guess like I understand it, but I feel like it should be more of a like that is bound to you having a specific game, right? Like I feel like they still get their money if you buy the game even after the fact. Why have it be a rush thing? My cat's in here eating dog food. I just hear her digging around in the dog bowl. Anyone have shiny Eevee types on Scarlet and Violet? Star, if you aren't able to get somebody here in the chat right now, I know that it's sometimes kind of a mixed bag. People might be playing or doing other stuff, might be sleeping depending on the time. But, yeah, if you aren't able to find some help right now, you can always check in the Discord too. !Discord. And that goes for all of you guys. Hold. My cat. I'm having to watch my cat and the shinies and chat now. This is my life. Hold on, let's check for these distortion Pokemon. But yeah, if you guys need any trades, like trade evolutions, this is for any game. We have a lot of people playing Legends, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. Lots of people doing DAs and stuff. So, if you're looking for a cool community of homies that are willing to help out, the Discord. !Discord. Alright, get me out of here. And I think I'm not going to leave the map like last time because we got a million massive mass outbreaks last time. And the reason I don't like those in Legends is because that makes it so we can't get distortions. So we're just going to park him here and get back to it. The FOMO is not fun. Yeah, I get that. But see, it's not a fear of missing out for me. I've already missed out. I was not playing BDSP when that game came, or when that event was a thing. And now I just don't get it ever. Have a retro game store right down the street. Soul Silver was like $230. Yeah, it's insanity. And like, all they need to do, they could sell a Pokemon like retro collection that's just like emulated basically, but on the Switch. They just have a cartridge that has some of them. They could even, I'm not saying they should do this because this would be pretty like scummy, but they could honestly resell every old Pokemon game as an individual Switch cartridge for $40 each. They could do them for $60. People would still buy them. Like, it would be so nice to have it on a modern console like that, that the convenience would be worth it. And they would just be making so much money. They don't have to do anything. They just have to put it on a cartridge. Or, I mean, it would also sell a bunch of Nintendo Online too, the Switch Online. No way they should be allowed to sell those for that high. It's ridiculous, but it's cheaper than $230 like the other store. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that it would be a good thing if they did it. I'm saying that they probably could. And people would definitely buy them for better or for worse. The fact that he didn't pick up on the iron chunk really irks me. I don't need that iron chunk. I'm better than that iron chunk. I don't need it. 30 tops? I'd hope for like 20. No, obviously, these games are very old, and I would hope that they wouldn't do it like that. I think that they could do a really cool, like, old school Pokemon collection, and maybe do it as like a 60 or 50 thing, and that'd be pretty cool too. Just have them like multiple things on a cartridge. That'd be kind of nice. But the convenience and price factor, I think, would make that kind of however they would want to sell it. They could probably make it work, is what I'm trying to say here. I'm not trying to give them any bad ideas. Nintendo, don't sell these for $60 a piece. Don't be that guy. It's completely authentic. I had it looked at beforehand, so I guess I understand why it's so much. The $230 for the Soul Silver, Heart Gold, or whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. American, like, used game prices are crazy. And in Japan, they're starting to kind of go up, too. That's why I bought all this stuff ahead of time. I got my Heart Golds and Soul Silvers with the good conversion rate, too. I got them for, like, 20-ish bucks each, so, yeah. That's why I swooped in while I could. The fact red and blue aren't a part of the expansion pass is wild to me. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure why. Because it's so easy for them to add things to that. And I'm almost wondering if the old Pokemon games like Gen 3 and before, if they aren't doing it because I know there was kind of a gambling thing. Because like the game corner was slots. And I think they got like in some trouble for having that. So I think that maybe they don't want to have to change that in the code. They don't want to have to adjust it. So maybe they're just like, forget it. And for me, original Gen 1, like, I don't really care if that's there. Like, it would be cool to get some of those things and transfer them to Pokemon Home. But, like, I can't get shinies in that, so I care a little bit less about it. Also, guys, we need a new like goal. If somebody wants to get a 200 like goal pinned up, get it posted, I'll pin it up, and I appreciate you guys liking the stream, helping your boy out on the algorithm. Gigabytes, you got it. Star, how do I join the Discord? The link's in the chat right now, but anybody else, if you want to join, or if you're maybe a VOD appreciator, shout out to you. The link is in the description of the stream and the video as well. But if you're in the chat right now, !Discord is what gets you the link for the Discord. It's in the chat right now, though. Just click on that. It's a good time. It's a cool community. It's the exact same homies that are here in the chat right now. Same vibe. Just nice and chill, helpful homies. Good times. 70 for White 2 a while back seems insane to me. But that's the cost of nostalgia, I guess. 70 for White 2 is such an insane deal for Black and White 2 in the States. Yeah, you got a crazy dealio. No gambling, but there's a gacha game in the most recent. Yeah, I feel like that's different, at least in the eyes of the law. Right? That's how they get around it. You know, in Japan, actually, they love gacha. They love games of chance over there. And obviously, I'm generalizing a little bit here. But gambling is technically illegal in Japan. I don't know if you guys know this. And so, like, they have these big casinos, like pachinko parlors and stuff, that have tons of, like, slot machines, pachinko machines, stuff like that. And the way they get around it is you win a bunch of ball bearings, which is the balls that are used in the pachinko machines. And then you go out of the building with all of these pachinko balls, or you might cash them in for a little receipt that has a number of how many pachinko balls you got. And you go around the corner to a different building, completely unrelated. You know, has nothing to do with this pachinko parlor, right? And they say, oh, you have 15,000 pachinko balls on this receipt. Let me give you some items for this. So you don't exchange it in the place where you win those. You go to a different place that just so happens to take those as a currency. That's how they get around it. They got a lot of funny loopholes over there to get around the goofy. Yeah, just like in Gen 1. It's the same thing. You win the game corner tokens, and then you go to the other building. That's where they wheel and deal the Pokemon. It's exactly that. Just give me the original games and a reasonable way to acquire them. How much are, like, Pokemon Red and Blue? I feel like they are not as much as Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and, like, Black and White 2, right? How much is just, like, a loose copy of Pokemon Blue, the OG? Does anybody know, like, off the top of their head? Is it just me, or is Shiny Eevee, you just hunt for the easy shinies and then grab a lot of shiny Eevees and then evolve them? What you talking about? Shiny Eevee's kind of tough to get in almost every game. It's always kind of a tough one. Now I know why it's like that in the old Pokemon games, yeah. They were basing it on reality. The 5 resets, every reset is so goated. Already at 3,000 checks. Oh, I didn't even see. Yeah, we've been blasting through them. We started at 1,500 today. We've been killing it. And like I said, every 4,000, we're theoretically about at odds to see a shiny, whether it's the dog or the front-facing baby chick. That's another way to look at it, because we're seeing 2 Pokemon a reset. In AUD, one goes for a couple hundred. Really? Wow, I didn't realize it was that much. Mossy Ranger, welcome in. How you doing? Sorry, we're kind of going off on a tangent, as usual. Fine night for some shinies, eh? It is indeed. We'll see if we find something tonight. Last stream we had very good luck, so I don't know. We'll see. There's still plenty of time tonight, and we've been blasting through resets with the 5 times. So, we'll see. Mango. It's going all right. We're having a good time. So the old games are like 50 to 75? That's not too bad, honestly. I got box copies in Japan for they were like 8,000 yen each, which is like $60, something like that. But that's boxed, like complete in box, everything there. And that's what I got my Pokemon Red and Blue. I got Yellow and Green in the box on their way as well. No, I have Green already. Yellow and Blue and Leaf Green, I think, are the only complete in box ones I didn't have, and I got those. So, those are on the way. We might have a cool stream tomorrow, showing off some goodies. May have to switch DAs. What are you doing right now? What's the DA? I cloned my more valuable Sega CD discs so I don't have to handle the masters. Yeah. No, that's the way to do it, honestly. Like, backing your stuff up and just, hold on, I'm going to park my Legends guy over here. Backing that up so you're not wearing out your original stuff is a very good way of doing it. Plus, it just, you never know. These games just keep getting older and older, and you don't want to have to deal with that. Although optical discs and stuff like that, they kind of degrade over time too, which sucks. So even if it's an original copy, eventually they kind of can have issues as well, which is a bummer. Everything constantly fading. Beldum Master, welcome in. We're not hunting Beldum right now, but I promise you, Beldum Master, that we will be hunting a Beldum at some point in these Gen 3 games. 3 of them, in fact. I plan on doing soft resets for that Beldum from Steven. So, just so you know. Nintendo fans stuck in the infinite portal loop. You know, just zooming. Calm, another question, sorry, but do you think my fake Soul Silver could have the Lugia Shiny Lock? No. Don't get into that rabbit hole, trust me. No. You could validate it, actually. If you have a, well, I guess you couldn't necessarily easily validate it, but you can validate that it's changing every check at least by just catching it a couple times and checking the IVs and like the nature and stuff, and then you'll feel better about it. But there's I've never heard of a random Pokemon repro game having something shiny locked like that. That would be evil, pure evil, if they decided to do that. But you got to think about it from their perspective too, is they wouldn't want to give you any reason to not want to buy those games. They want those to be as available as possible. If they decided to shiny lock something, it's only hurting them. So like, I have never heard of that before. Don't get yourself into that cycle of thinking that, because that's how you spiral into the shiny hunting depths of insanity. Trust me, I understand that. I know that. Jason, your goofy goober, eh? Enjoy. Doesn't really make sense economically. Yeah, they're literally just ripped original copies. And you could probably even rip the game off of that repro copy, and you could probably find the original rip of it that they got, because like the ones that you download on the internet, that's probably all they copied to it. And you could do like a hash check. This is getting a little bit into like the weeds with the technical stuff, but you could validate that nothing was changed between the one that you downloaded and the one that's over there. But yeah, it just kind of depends if you can find the original like source, the source file. It would be evil if they canceled Pokemon Let's Go Beldum, which takes place in Beldum Land. Yeah, that would be pretty evil if they did that. I don't think they would do that, though. They wouldn't do that to us. Right? I'm catching up. If they just ported the games for modern consoles, everyone would buy them. It's a stupid decision not to bring them over. Yeah. We can talk. We all agree on this. We all would be buying these. We know at least all of us here would be doing that, living that life. It's not even an if, it's a when. What are you talking about? For getting the ported versions of the games? You think so? Grayson, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Coleman collecting the Hacker Man, something like that. What do you think about the Ghost Stories English dub? Okay. So, it was made in a different time. That being said, I very much enjoyed that show back in the day. I know nowadays they definitely would not get away with that. There are some funny moments in the Ghost Stories English dub. And there's, yeah, if you know, you know. It's a bit of a mixed bag. Again, to modern standards, it definitely would not hold up, but it was very funny for the time. Jimbo, how you doing, buddy? How's things? Laserdisc and VHS may not necessarily survive this process either. You hate to see it. We don't want to see Laserdisc go. Arceus is the alpha Pokemon after all. He is, in fact, the alpha, the omega. Giovanni, how did you get this setup situated? Wouldn't you like to know, Giovanni? Trying to find the rare Pokemon? Yeah, I see your game here. These are just 6 DS Lites that I have. I only have 5 going right now. I soldered in a Inside Gadgets wireless controller mod into each of them. And then there's just a special cartridge that you can get for it, for a DS or a Game Boy Advance. And it just transmits the button presses from this to all of those consoles that have the wireless controller mod in it. So, yeah, pretty simple, but takes like some soldering, so that's the only deal. Thanks for answering my questions and helping me out. No, Saki, it's all good. That's what we're here for. We're all just hanging out trying to find shinies together. We don't want anybody going crazy looking for them. We all go into that part where it's just like, am I doing this wrong? Is this thing shiny locked? We've all been there. We'll donate $5 for every uncatchable shiny pooch. I have found 2 shiny pooches, but I have a feeling we will be finding more. So Fuji, you wait. You're gonna regret that decision. Trust me. Just want to say thanks to whomever gifted the memberships. We had Fuji Toby and Sudowoodo, I think, both gifted some memberships today. So, one of those two. Trying to find shiny Alpha Beldum. Gonna be looking for a while, but might be in ZA. Legend ZA. There's a chance. Great Googly Moogly. I'm almost at 380 after nearly 16 hours. Oh my god, you are crazy. Starters in Ultra Sun and Moon are so rough. I couldn't do it. Genius, bro. Love catching streams normally. A silent watcher, but was so stoked for you when you got the Trico. Giovanni, I'm, So what you're saying is you were a lurker that we convinced out. I'm telling you, we're going to convince every lurker. I appreciate you lurkers out there. I'm going to convince you all to talk at least once. You don't have to be talking all the time. I appreciate you guys lurking. And you VOD appreciators too. I know you're out there too. I appreciate you guys. Giovanni, I'm glad we convinced you with that crazy Trico. That was insanity. I don't even know. And like I said, I have a feeling we're going to be paying dearly for these very good... the very good odds that we had with that Trico and the 2 pooches. Even though we don't necessarily want those pooches, we got them. So we have to live with that. I'm back from work. Hello. Hello. How you doing? Fuji Toby with the 1,400-ish yen. I appreciate you, buddy. Have your dollars for the last pooches. I'm a word of my man after all. Fuji, I appreciate you, buddy. And these pooches will be rolling out for quite a while still, I think. So, prepare yourself. In yen, yes, old Fuji Toby is in Nihon, I think. Oh, whoa. We have a distortion cooking over here. We've been having pretty good luck with these distortions, man. Yeah, we have not been having a bad time at all with these tonight. And it's almost started, too. What's the Discord link? Exclamation Discord in the chat. It's in the description, too, if you want to grab it. And I think, honestly, if you are having issues getting the link, it's literally just discord.gg/calmandcollecting is another way of getting there. We got options. Bastiodon, not it. I need to perfect Magmar.
$4.99 from Sir Sheikah.
It appears I have been brought out of my lurking state. Tired from fighting Megatron, but I always make sure to say hello on Com and M.
Yes. Optimus, I always appreciate it when you pop in. And yeah. He's also, we've got a lot of very famous Calm and Collecting appreciators. It's pretty cool seeing him roll out every now and then. Alright, we're gonna park him. Boom. So yeah. I appreciate the $5 reduce there, Optimus. Hold on, let me give that a heart. Too deep now to stop. I'm not wasting 16 hours of my life for nothing. So you're going for that rally. You know, I appreciate the hustle. You got to get it one way or another. It's also a very good shiny. And my favorite starter of that gen. So it's a good pick. Steve went for that for a very long time, so just prepare yourself. You got to be mentally prepared. If he gets 2 shiny Poochyena at once, is that a 2 times multiplier? Doubling up. Yeah, no, that's crazy. If that ever happens, again, that's the same, like 1 in 63 million odds, right? Like for 2 of them to be at the exact same time. It's the same thing, right? Yeah. Not likely that that'll happen, just so we're clear here. The year-long hustle, you'll be lucky if it's a year. Depending on how hard you're going with that shiny hunt. Don't burn yourself out on it, though. Take your time. Take your time. It's fine. There's no rush. Rowlet isn't going anywhere. Just do your thing for a little while, just here and there. When I was doing my Mudkip hunt in my English Sapphire, this was just me playing on this. Just doing this. I would do this before bed. I would do I think I would do 50 soft resets. I would try to do like 25 to 50 a night. And I was just like, I'll get it when I get it. Wasn't counting. Wasn't doing any of that. And one day, I just buckled down. I was just, during work, it was really slow. And I'm just like, I'm going to hammer out resets all day. And I was just doing that for a couple days, and I got it super quick. Again, my Gen 3 luck has been insane. Literally, this is my longest hunt that I've had in Gen 3. This Torchic here. 3,200 so far. We got my Mudkip. I think the estimated... Because I timed how long they took, and I was just like, I got this so fast. How many encounters did I get this at? I think it was somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 for Mudkip with how long they were taking. So, incredibly under odds. Didn't get a single pooch. Got the Trico at 360, female. And I've gotten 2 pooches. So this Torchic is setting up to be about a 50,000 encounter Torchic. Popcorn Alien and Blue Rat are my longest hunts. Popcorn Alien. Blacephalon? What is Popcorn Alien? Wido. What is your longest shiny hunt ever? It's in Sword and Shield, actually. It was one of the fossils. It was like 18,000. I had another one that was like 12, I think. And Regice in Sword and Shield was like 10. Which I know in these odds are not that bad, but, you know. 18 on one of those fossils is like over 4 times over odds. So it was just, it was a thing. Still won't let me in the Discord. Do you have your account? So there's a couple things. Your account has to be verified, like you have to verify your email address. And I think you need to have a Discord account for more than a day, I think. It's like a spam protection thing. So if you aren't able to join right now, maybe try again tomorrow. If that's what it is, if you just made the account or something. Poipole is buttered popcorn 100%. Is that what it is? What? Oh, Poipole. Poipole. I got you. Popcorn Alien. He kind of got a nacho cheese look about him. What did you eat for lunch today? What did I eat for lunch today? McDonald's. I had a really long day. We had Mickey D's, and you know what? It was pretty dang good. Usually it's kind of iffy around these parts, but it's pretty good. It was alright. Wasn't good for me, but it was pretty good. That's the McDonald's life. Anything over 15,000 encounters is insane to me. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Depending on how much full odd stuff you've done. I feel like the people who do mostly 1 in 8,000 stuff are kind of desensitized to that, because that's not even double odds. When I think about some of the other hunts that I've done, like, oh, you get something at like 8,000 encounters, oh, it's just double odds, it's fine. But like, when you start having really bad odds, double odds starts becoming a pretty big undertaking, right? People could probably dispense nacho cheese out of her needle things. Yeah, I hate that, but that is true. Got Trico last weekend and has a Mudkip already, yes. Yeah, we already have the other 2 starters. Torchic is the last one of the trio right now. I am going to do the Living Dex, but, you know. You know you had some Chicky Nuggies. I mean, it's a matter of where the Chicky Nuggies are from, though, Rays. There's such a variety, such an assortment of potential chicken nuggy places. The Emerald Shiny Oak Challenge bot is still at Route 102 for CDOT for like a year. Yeah, it's a 1% chance. So it's literally 100 times 8192, right? So it's like a 1 in 8 million shiny to find. Not good odds. It's tough. And they already have one, though, which is insane. I don't know if he has the stat for this. I've chatted with 40 Cakes before on Twitter, which is kind of cool. I really like that stream. I pull it up every now and then. But just like when I'm working, it's always something that I check in occasionally, you know? Does 40 Cakes have the total number of encounters, like since the beginning on there? I'm sure he does, right? How many shinies? Joey, nothing tonight. We have found quite a few things in the last stream. We got a shiny Trico female and 2 uncatchable Poochienas. We haven't found the Torchic yet. We've done, I guess it's over here, about almost 3,300 encounters at this point. McDonald's chicken nuggies are one of the only things good about that place. Yeah, I'm telling you. And I've told you guys this before, but Japan McDonald's is built different. It's always good. It's always like A+ McDonald's, the stuff that's in the pictures on the menu. That's how it always is over there. It's crazy. And it's way cheaper. I watched this video today from abroad in Japan where he was talking about the cost of a Big Mac in the States versus the cost of a Big Mac in Japan. It's it's almost $7 here for a Big Mac. And in Japan, it's like $3. And it's not like a sloppy mess like it would be here. So, I'm telling you, Japan they got the game down. They took the concept, they took McDonald's and they ran with it. The Samurai Mac, there it is. Ice cream's good too, but the machine's never working. That's a fact. That is a fact. Forgettable Fish, how you doing? Gotta start collecting Japanese Pokemon games. They're a lot cheaper than English copies. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Do it now, though, because I have a feeling that they're gonna be not that cheap for long. So, get on it. McDonald's burgers are the saddest burgers. Like, just awful. Japan, they're pretty good. They're still McDonald's burgers, but they're fresh. Everything's fresh. It's good times. How long is stream going tonight? Just curious. On Thursdays, I usually go until like 9:30, 10 my time. Just kind of depends. I'm at 369 for these cherries. Super Red Freddy. Good luck. You don't want my shiny cherry luck, but good luck nonetheless. It's like $11 in Australia, and you're lucky to even receive the top bun. Yeah, you know, times are tough. What can I say? We got another distortion. We're getting one like every 5 minutes right now. We're popping off. That's what I like about foreign countries when it comes to fast food. They have a completely different menu. Sir Shicker with the light goal. You're messing with me, buddy. Are we at 200 likes right now, guys? Well, we'll get another one pinned up. I appreciate you guys liking the stream. Sir Shicker is telling me I need a new like goal. I appreciate y'all. Let's get a 250 pinned up. We've been popping off with like goals. There's a new video about the Japanese Baseball League. It's insane and fascinating. Even if you don't care about baseball, highly recommend watching it sometime. Yeah, I'm down. I'm not really much of a sports ball guy, but I'll take your word for it. Forgettable Fish, you understood the assignment. You got it. Really quickly, guys, I just need to hit the restroom. 30 seconds. Go get yourself a drink. Go hit the restroom yourself. Maybe get a snacky. Hold on. We'll do that after this distortion. I just heard my controller start going crazy. Shield on, not shiny. Dartrix not shiny, good. Dartrix not shiny again, also good. But not good, you know what I mean? Love that chat has realized only the 69 like goals get approved. It's a meta, you know? That's... You guys understand the way that my brain works, or doesn't work. That's how you get the like goals pinned up. Calm, what is your favorite unknown? I like question mark, personally. Alright. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. Go get yourself, you know, a drink, a snacky. Maybe hit the restroom yourself. I'll be right back. This is a good opportunity, though. Take a quick break. Stretch your legs. I'll be right back. I'm back. All right. Let's get a shiny luck for Saggy chain going. Saggy trying to get the homies to help him out with the shiny luck. Let's help Saggy out. Saggy needs some help here with this shiny Lugia in Soul Silver. We can spare a little bit of Lugia shiny luck, right? Help the homie out. Pikmin is pretty epic. I've never played it. Never played a Pikmin game in my life. I did play... I haven't beaten it yet, but I've kind of been playing this off and on a little bit. There's this game I got in a Humble Bundle, Tinykin? You guys ever seen this before? It's kind of like Pikmin, but like a platformery kind of thing. It's kind of like if you were... How do I even describe it? You go into these levels, and it's got a lot of platforming, like 3D platforming. You get little Pikmin-type things, and they help you with your platforming in the area. And it's kind of cool. It's like got this like interesting 2D, 3D art style thing going on. Yeah. Not bad. Like Zoink Scoob, we found the shiny Lugia. He always does the high-pitched thing. Alright, I'll see myself out now. Have you... Okay, there's this other thing that I was dying laughing at. My wife and I were looking at... my wife and I were looking at, like, shorts and stuff. And there was this old Scooby-Doo episode where there was a sign written as if Scooby had wrote it on the wall. So it was with all R's. It's like caution... I can't even remember what it said, but it's all in R's. And so Scooby reads the sign, which is written as he would say it, and he says it in perfect English. And Shaggy's just like, what did you just say? And it's just like comedy gold, just at the purest condensed form. Chat is crazy tonight. I would agree. Did I say Shaggy? It's Saggy. I didn't say Shaggy, did I? You know that you're Saggy and Shaggy right now. You just need to take all the shiny luck you can get. Doesn't matter which name specifically right now. Have you ever heard of Fiddlebert from Pikmin? I haven't heard of any character besides Olimar from Pikmin. And I also know that the story in that game sounds infuriating. My wife explained it to me, and I don't know where she figured out what the plot of those games were, because she's never played one either. But it's like you're this guy trying to save your home planet, I think, or you're trying to like pay something, and you're going down to this alien planet to gather materials and sell them and pay off like a debt or something, or just send them back to your home so that everybody can live. And this one idiot just keeps messing it all up, either eating all the stuff that you get, or taking all the money or something. Like it's just like this one dude. The misunderstanding was perfect. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't know if this was me or not. How many resets have you gone through trying to get the shiny starters? About 3370 for Torchic. We got the shiny Trico in 360 last stream. We've had insane luck. We found a couple shiny pooches. And yeah, we got Mudkip a while ago. It was not something I streamed though. That was kind of an off-stream endeavor for me. I got it between 2,000 and 3,000 resets though. I don't know the exact number on that. We're going to be doing a Shiny Living Dex in this game. It's going to be a long-term project, but yeah, I'll be keeping track of all this stuff. Didn't see it before you said it, Olio. It's all good. I'm just messing with you. Louis ate all the golden pick carrots. There it is. Yeah. Louis sounds like a real piece of work, I'll tell you. Hey, Calm, I seen you in Blue Vector stream yesterday. Yeah, I lurk around in different shiny hunting homie streams during the workday. I'm usually lurking, but sometimes I pop in and I'm chatting and stuff too. I try to show the love to the homies, you know. Was Mudkip on your way to Japan? No, I did that when I was working one day. It was just like a random... It was something that I was doing as a very incremental, like, before bed thing. And one day I'm just like, I'm going to buckle down. I'm going to do this. I haven't had a shiny in Gen 3 since I was a kid, right? And I love Mudkip, one of my favorite Pokemans of all time. And I went for him and we got him pretty quick. Which means this poor Torchic is probably going to be horrendously overwrought. We'll see. Your recent video going over all those games was really entertaining. Chris, I'm glad you enjoyed it, buddy. And anybody else that's in here that maybe hasn't watched the new video yet, once we're done with the stream, maybe go check it out. It's been doing pretty well. Surprisingly well. My regular videos don't usually do, like, too well. Most people are here for the streams and stuff, which is fine. But, yeah. I was going through all of these games I bought from Japan and seeing what was on them. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. Show it some love. Will you be shiny hunting Pokemon for each route in the game? Yeah. Yep. So, it's going to be a pretty incremental thing. I just think that I don't need to go for a ton of, like, the 1% encounter things. I think that whatever game in Gen 3 it's easiest to find it in, I might do it that way. Or maybe I go for some of the crazy stuff. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of playing this one by ear a little bit. Because, yeah, I haven't really done a lot of these old school hunts. Got to do the starter hunt 2 more times at least so I can get the kitten and Poplio eventually. You crazy. You crazy. Haven't seen a Manaphy or Fion yet. In Rumble, just a regular or a shiny one? The Rumble thing, I think Fion was the last Pokemon I got for my Pokedex. Because I have the full Pokedex complete in Rumble now. That was a very incremental thing. And Fion and Metagross were like they took forever. They would not spawn for me. It was crazy how long they took. Congrats on the Shiny Roselia. That's one of my favorites. Shiny Roselia. Oh, from the from the video. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Somebody told me that apparently Dratini is like a freebie shiny in black and white. I didn't realize that. That's such a good, like, freebie shiny. I know that Haxorus is one too. The shiny Spinda was like the big thing for me, because those are all unique. It's the odds of you having a duplicate exactly the same shiny Spinda as somebody else are like next to none. Like, the odds are crazy low for you to have a duplicate one. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. Calm buying Pokemon games from like Treasure Factory or Off Houses here in Japan is like a treasure trove. Yeah, Fujitobi, all of my stuff, I basically entirely got my haul from Japan from Book Off and like Hard Offs, basically. I went to a few that were out in just way out. I just took a train like an hour away. And just, I was like, oh, there's like 3 or 4 here. I'll go to these. And I went out into the kind of farm towns. And, yeah, I found some cool stuff. That's where we got the spicy deals. But to be honest, I have a buddy that lives in Japan too. And I'll send him like Mercari links and stuff a lot of times too. I just search it up in Japanese and then send him the links. And he buys it and sends it to me. So that's how I usually get like most of my stuff when I'm not there. The Dratini is version specific. Oh, there's like a Gibble, huh? It's either Gibble or The Dratini. Yeah, maybe I do remember that. Yeah. Phase 3, Lombre. I mean, Lombre's not a bad little guy. Yeah, Fiona and Manaphy are very tough to find. It took me forever. There's a way to get Shaman still in BDSP. If you buy a revised cartridge that contains the correct patch from the start, you can exploit the glitch to get it still. I thought that the Void glitch still worked in the base game. Is that not a thing? I've heard such mixed things on this. Get them for beating the Black City White Forest battle facilities. And those are just like end game kind of like Battle Frontier stuff, right? My favorite from your videos was when you went through save files from games you got in Japan recently. Yes, my latest. Well, I'm kind of planning on working on another one of those. It takes a long time to put together the footage and voiceover and stuff for that. I said over. But I think the next one I do, I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I think that we together, as a community, are going to look at the games directly in a stream together. We'll kind of all have our reactions and get to see it all live, and then I'll have a cool edited video made of that, plus me in the future talking about some of that. I think is how I'm going to try to do it from now on, because this one definitely it was tough getting all of this stuff, because I was kind of recording and talking at the same time, and like it was just kind of a mixed up voiceover thing where I had to have the reaction at the same time, but I was kind of like there weren't people that I was chatting with and stuff too, so I want to try to change up how I do it a little bit next time, so you guys will be more involved in the next one. Shaman wasn't there on release, rather. Oh, they patched it out. That sucks. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can shiny hunt it in my Gen 4 games though, right? That's a bummer, dude. Making me sad. Dr. Breakneck, Gen 3 is almost perfect besides tackle not being 100% accurate. Yeah, it sucks. I will say the physical special split was important. Having bite be a special attack is really stupid. Physical special split was a very good thing. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of things I really enjoy about Gen 3. But it's not without its problems, just like any other game, right? We'll do it live. Yeah, that's what we're doing. That's how it's going to be. If you get bitten, that does mental damage. That is true. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be around whatever bit you again. Maybe. Are we getting the chicken tonight? I don't know. Our luck has been too good. So we'll see. I wouldn't be opposed. But the odds are 1 in 8,000. We've done about 3,500 checks. Officially 3,500 checks now. Yeah. It's definitely got the potential to go longer than that, though. Hunting Zygarde and DAs, but I can't even find it. Dr. Breakneck, you need to join the Discord. We have so many people running, like, many DAs, but specifically Zygarde, we have people that are hosting, like, spicy Zygarde DA runs. It seems like it's happening every day. We have so many people getting shiny Zygardes in the Discord. So exclamation Discord in the chat, get in on that. If you're down with DAs, we've had this, like, this resurgence of DA appreciators. And I feel like maybe one night we might have to go back to DAs. Maybe I do that tomorrow. I'm kind of feeling it. Where do I go for DAs in the Discord? To the Dynamax Adventure channel. Yeah. Allow me to introduce you to the Discord. Yeah, the Discord is the spot for Zygarde DAs, I'm telling you. TAs are so fun. Usually been doing them in the background. Yeah. They're like a good background thing, but we got a bunch of homies that, like, during these DA nights, we pop off. We do a lot of checks. A lot of people getting shinies. How about the shiny Zygarde from Gen 7? Really want to have it in the Gen 6 titles. Can you get Zygarde shiny in Gen 7? Can you get it in Sun and Moon? I thought that Sword and Shield was the first game you could get it shiny as. As a shiny. I'm having a stroke. Got some cinnamon pancakes right now. So there were these things at IHOP that I had a long time ago. And they were just cinnamon roll pancakes. And they were so friggin' good. And they don't make them anymore. I never really go to IHOP anyways. But, like, they were so good, man. I miss them dearly. But I cannot get my... I almost said shiny pancakes. My cinnamon roll pancakes anymore. Yeah, it was an event, but you can do the void glitch, can't you? Like, I thought that it was still on the island, no matter what. Oh, it was hidden. Yeah, so if you're in the Discord and you're not seeing that Dynamax adventure roll, it's because in the channels and roles section, you didn't, like, opt in to being in that. So, like, when you join the server, it'll ask you which servers and stuff you want to see, and you have to click on them. So, that's probably what it was. Got the event from Target or something. Yeah, I wish I could have my Darkrai event. Just wish it was a thing. But it gone. IHOP was so good. I haven't been there for a very long time. It's been a very hot minute. They don't have my cinnamon roll pancakes anymore. Just make pancakes into shiny pancakes by burning them. Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm pretty good at that. I can make that one happen. Yeah, the shiny Alolan Raichu, exactly that. The same exact thing. How do you check 5 DSs at once with the same controller? So in all of these DS Lites, I actually have a 6th. I just don't have a game for it right now. All of them have a wireless controller mod that I soldered into them. I have a Game Boy Advance that has a special cartridge that goes with those wireless controller mods. And whenever I push a button on this, it transmits it over to all of the DSs that have those controller mods in them. So, yep. So I can do soft resets, I can do all that. Whenever I go to the DS era, I'm going to have to use a DS and not my GBA, which kind of sucks. Because these can also do like X and Y inputs, but the GBA doesn't have that. So we'll have to make that happen. Timed events are bull. You pay full money for a game that will never have all the features. Yeah, I mean, I guess I get, like, some of these things. They're trying to get people to buy it by a certain point or whatever, but I feel like there's got to be a better way to do it. Give people a chance. Calm admitting he burns his own food. See, that's why I don't cook my own food, really. The only thing your boy be cooking is a mean spaghetti. I've been doing pretty good on that. It's pretty hard to burn spaghetti. On the bottom left screen, what about it? My first and only shiny legendary in DAs was a Necrozma. 37 DAs, that's not bad at all. Oh, somebody was trying to tell me there's a distortion over there. There is, in fact. Hold on. We'll get over here. I appreciate you guys calling this out, because I do miss them. I'm not actually hearing this game. Good old Keith Stroganoff is strogan in. Welcome in, buddy. We're checking a distortion right now. How you guys doing? We'll give Keith and the homies a minute to pop in. We're going to cut back. How's things, Keith? We saw you earlier. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, anybody from Keith's side, if you don't know me, I'm calm and collecting. I'm a calm guy. I do some shiny hunting. We're looking for shiny Torchic And we have some legend stuff cooking too. So, a little variety tonight. We well over here. I ended with Shiny Eveltal tonight. Very nice. You've been having some kind of crazy luck with the DAs recently, huh? You've been popping off. I was talking with people earlier. I kind of feel like I'm going to be doing DAs tomorrow. I've been having a little bit of an itch. So I'm hoping that the luck is there. We'll see. But I'm thinking tomorrow. All right, here we go. Distortion time. Shiny Fossil. We've been seeing a bunch of the, like, final... There. I got the Iron Chunk for you, Sir Shika. Cranidos. Not shiny. These are all 1 in 585 chance to be shiny. They just take forever to spawn. Alright. We didn't get it. Get me out of here. But Gen 3, though. I know. Gen 3 will be here. Trust. You know, I also thought that maybe I could do DAs and also have some soft resets going at the same time, but I don't know if I have the mental capacity for this, to be honest with you guys. I don't think I got it in me. Shiny Eveltal last check was insane. It was your final one? That's crazy. It's always cool when it's the final thing of the night. I don't know if I've had one final check before like that. Not sure if I pulled that one off. Keith is more of a gamer than I am, though, for sure. Yeah, congrats on the bacon burb. It is a big dub. I need to get Xerneas. That's the only X and Y legendary I still need. Wouldn't do both. Trust me, I'd know. Yeah, the thing is I have 2 DAs going at once, and chat, and all the soft resets. I feel like it'd be the potential to fail something. Love them so much. I got the Graplock tonight. I've gotten some mad shinies lately. Finishes off the XYZ set. Man, you have Xerneas already. Yeah, I'm jelly. I need to get that Xerneas. Still looking for shiny Raichu. Good luck. Good luck, buddy. Iron Chunk. Yeah, I grabbed the Iron Chunk. I got it. Sure you don't need a doggo. I do want to get a doggo. I don't know. If we have a really good path, maybe I have one of the homies host a couple goated paths. How about that? But it sucks because I don't have a save that's ready to go for it. Ceiling Cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? 20 gifties from Ceiling Cat out of nowhere. Just kicks in the door and says, take these memberships. Guys, if you got one of those gifted memberships, say thanks to Ceiling Cat. Show some love. Get some sneezels in the chat. Maybe a pay button. A Mr. Kappa, perhaps. Show some love. So the gifted memberships still aren't alerting, huh? Has there been any gifted membership alerts at all tonight? It seems like those haven't been working at all, I'm pretty sure. Want to see Calm go through the Spiritomb resets for Scarlet and Violet? I do need to do that at some point. We had one night where I did double Spiritomb resets, and I think we got like 17 or 1800 resets done. Like, we got a lot of checks on it. Not able to trade or anything, but I love this channel who is big on shiny hunting. Got a lot of shiny hunters in the chat. A lot of shiny hunters in here. Lurking and driving home. Matt, I appreciate you popping in, buddy. Appreciate you hanging out. People getting gifts, yeah. And guys, make sure you're opted in. Exclamation gift in the chat. Otherwise, you cannot get one of these gifties. Fuji Toby, what the heck, dude? Fuji, buddy. Guys, same deal. Say thanks if you get one of these gifted memberships. And everybody else, throw out a pay button to Mr. Kappa, perhaps. Show some love. A lot of real ones tonight, I'm telling you guys. Mossy Ranger got one. There you go. Another, just a cool 20 from old Fuji Toby. Not a single gray allowed, exactly. Exactly. That's how we do around here. Yeah, Mossy Ranger. Finally got access to those emotes. And guys, if you're just getting a membership for the first time, that basically means that you have access to the very spicy emotes that you see people throwing out in the chat. So use them. You have 30 days of the spicy emotes for free. Not here often, but when I am, I make sure to plant some greenery. I appreciate that. I appreciate the green thumb of Fujitobi. Question for you. Do you get enjoyment out of owning the shinies or from hunting them? Sure, it's a mix of both, but which part of the experience do you value more? Honestly, I feel like I just throw them into the box once I get them. It really is the hunt and the hanging out and the memes that happen during the process, I think, for me, personally. Because a lot of times I'm not really using them for anything. They're just getting sorted. I like the collection aspect of it, but yeah, they don't really do anything most of the time. Hate to raid and run, but I gotta get some sleep. No, Keith, it's all good. I know how it goes. I appreciate you popping in, and buddy, you got some crazy luck. I'm gonna try to siphon some of that away from you tonight. Yeah, I appreciate the raid. And everybody on my side, if you haven't popped in on Keith's stream, he kind of streams all the time. During the day, during the night, he's a mad lad. Show him some love. Check him out. If one of my mods wants to grab his link, I don't know if I have a command for Keith. But, yeah, he's a chill dude. Friend of the channel. Check him out, show him some love. They sit there and look pretty, exactly. Like me. Try to return the favor. No, Mossy, it's all good. And guys, I appreciate y'all just hanging out. I say this at the end of stream, but if you aren't here for that, you might not hear this. I appreciate you guys just being around, doing your thing. Even if you're just lurking, not chatting, please don't feel like you have to donate, do anything like that. If you have the means, I appreciate you supporting the channel. It all goes into crazy stuff like all this over here and microphones and cameras and all that, but you know, I'm not pocketing any of it. It goes straight back into the channel. I appreciate you guys doing that, but please don't ever put yourself in a bad spot because you feel like you have to. I promise you, we're getting by. I appreciate the support, though. I really do. You don't have to pay to watch me on YouTube, and I know that. So I appreciate you guys doing it. Getting people green. Getting the memberships out there. Spreading the word of Mr. Kappa. Totally fair. Tried some shiny hunting, but I just kept feeling like, what's the point? You haven't had any enjoyment out of it yet. Well, I think that it's honestly not for everybody either. I mean, for me, most of this, I don't know if I would be going this crazy on it if I didn't have chat and I was just hanging out with everybody. Like, it's more right now the vibe of everything, right? Like, I have a bunch of homies that are all hanging out and chat, and I get to kill time while I'm doing these shiny hunts. It makes it not feel like it's really taking that long, you know? But if I was just sitting here in my room just like... I'd probably be a lot pickier about what things I'm shiny hunting. Have to go to bed, but I'll be in another night. Neko, I appreciate you popping in. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Calm Wubs us. There it is. The Calm Wub is real. It's real. Decided to play Alpha Sapphire after years and Shiny Feebas after 11 encounters. What the heck? Wasn't even looking for it. I mean, we take those, right? It's a good shiny, and its evolution is extra spicy too. Are you going to evolve it, or are you just going to keep it a Feebas, the fish? No Bark, welcome in. It's going well. We haven't found anything tonight yet, but we had some crazy luck last stream, so we'll see. We'll see how tonight pans out. See Jalissa lurking there, sitting with her cool shades. You and Yugs are the only ones that are making me not bored hunting this Registeel. Well, cool, man. I hope you get it soon. And I hope I can continue to keep you not bored. Reversal would be jealous. Yes, he would be. Although I feel like that was a trial that he had to go through on his own. You know, at a certain point, I think he was just like, put the blinders on, not looking at anybody else getting those Feebas. It's like, it doesn't matter, I gotta get these myself. He went into a very zen state towards the end of that. I'm glad he got it, though. I'm at 15, almost 16,000. That's crazy. Which game is this that you're hunting this in? Is this in Sword and Shield? I forget which thing you're hunting Registeel in. A skitty enjoyer. My wife is a skitty appreciator. Surprised he kept hunting it for 4 years, but the 4 years were very worth it. Yeah, at a certain point, it's just like it doesn't even matter what the end result is, right? Like, what the Pokemon is, whatever it was. I've had some of these not to that degree, obviously. But, like, some of these things where it's just like, oh, I'm quadruple over odds. Gone Rookie D and stuff, you know? That just ended up turning into the Cherubi, too, the Phantump. We've had a few of them that were just, like, very over odds, not anywhere near what Reversal's thing was. But, like, at a certain point, you're just like, well, this is going to be one of those long haul type shiny hunts. And it is kind of cool once you kind of turn off having the expectations of finding it. You're just like, this isn't going to be it. You know, and when it finally shows up, it kind of almost makes it a little bit better because of that. For him, I can't even imagine how much, like, more dialed up to 11 his variation of that must be. Because, like, you go triple odds on charm odds, and it's not that much, right? You're basically at full odds of the new shiny odds, like 4,000, right? So, it's not too bad when you consider the alternative. Dialga, yeah. The 500 DA nightmare. But it was pretty cool when you got it, right? It was a nice payoff. Shield also, at least it's not 42,000 exactly. Yeah. Could always be worse. Yeah, that's rough still. That is pretty dang over odds. My longest hunt was almost 20,000 encounters for an Abra. What about you? It's funny. This has kind of come up a couple times today. The fossil in Sword and Shield, I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Arctivish, which is like the worst one. I'm pretty sure it was Arctivish, and it was like 18 something, almost 19,000. So, yeah, it was for a Pokemon I didn't really care about, but I had to just get the full set, you know? It was that kind of hunt. Cryo Goose. My shiny hunting career started with a Safari random encounter. That does not sound like a good time. How'd it go? I'm worried about the Safari stuff. I think that this year I'll probably do Safari Week since I have this set up now. I think it would be kind of fun. We'll see how it goes, though. It scares me quite a bit. Refuse to bring up my portion of this conversation today. Z, I get it. I get it. Trust me. Could always be worse. Remember that. Exactly. Not the Arctivish hate. It is not great. I really don't like the fossils in Gen 8. I think they're the worst fossils that ever were made in Pokemon. Can we agree on this? Do most people agree on this? Want to make a documentary on the shiny Registeel when I get him, or something like how Trails Pokemon did his Giratina video. Trails Pokemon. I'm trying to remember. This name rings a bell, and I'm not remembering the person, though. Like the video. I feel like I've seen what you're talking about, though. Like, this channel name rings a bell for some reason. Easily worst fossils. Yep, I agree. Yes, not at all. I knew we wouldn't all agree. I figured some of us would agree. Can't wait for Safari Week this year. It'll be my first one. Yeah. I'm nervous about it because I know it's going to be sketchy. And your boy has very mixed results with the shiny luck, but we'll give it a shot. Right? We got to give it the old calm and collecting try, right? Torchic probably tastes like buffalo wings. Yeah. Pretty spicy. Although the one that is shiny is probably a little more mild, I would think. A little bit less of the sauce. You like how messed up they are? Well, they are indeed messed up. Yeah, they got issues. And they have decent shinies. Like, they're fine. You know, they're actually pretty good shinies. It's just like, it's one of the most boring ways to shiny hunt. Because you're just checking this pile of Pokemon. You're just mashing A forever and then checking it afterwards and soft resetting. It's pretty efficient. But, like, still, it's just kind of like, not the most exciting thing when you finally get it. You're just like, oh, it's already in my box with a million others. Woohoo! But Dracovish, though, yeah, no, it's pretty good. They've all got pretty good shinies. I will give them that. How could anyone hate on my boy Dracovish? It's, I think, the best out of those. Well, maybe. Which one do I like the most? Dracovish is pretty good. I kind of like... I'm trying to remember all of the names. Dracozolt and Arctozolt. I kind of like the goofy, skinny dragons and them being little cold fellas. Arctovish is literally my least favorite one. It is the worst one out of the whole bunch as well. 390, 10 more till 400. Good luck. Good luck. Hopefully you get it very under odds. Very, very under odds. I was saying that's what Trails is known for. Woot, woot, woot. 100 shiny Sammies. That's what Trails is known for. The Rowlet guy. I'm gonna have to check this out. I usually am like checking out other YouTubers and stuff, like Pokemon streamers and stuff during the day. But Pokemon regular videos, I feel like I don't actually see that many of them. Like, I don't seek them out super often. Although I probably should. Since I'm trying to make videos, I should probably do that. Nothing gets my blood going like it. What did I miss here? Hold on. The fossil Pokemon in Sword and Shield, can those breed? They cannot. It is unfortunate. Nothing gets my blood boiling like it. I'm trying to see if I missed a message from you. I didn't see what was happening with these Torchics. I don't have a shiny Torchic right now, do I? I'm assuming I don't, but I have to look. I have to look at all of them right now. Mareep Emerald Safari Zone encounter. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm saying no on all of these to get them synced up. Alright. Yes, I'll go see May. Hold on. I probably won't, but let me just take a look-see. Alright, I had to look. I wasn't looking, and I'm not going to reset them, you know? The reason why this Registeel hunt is going so long is because I found a shiny Registeel at 1,000-ish, but I failed it because it struggled to death. That is a nightmare. That is not a good time. I've never failed a shiny legendary before, and I'm hoping to keep that track record going. Obviously, nobody fails them on purpose, but, yeah. I try to prepare as best I can. Did you get any more shiny Poochyens? Nothing yet. We're cooking right now. We'll see. Gonna memorize every frame of this stupid 2-minute and 30-second cutscene. Yeah. That's a lot of cutscene. It's more for X and Y, right? Do you guys know for the starter reset in X and Y? I feel like it's even more than that. You have to do some battles and stuff too, right? Large piece of toast. I appreciate you lurking, hanging out. I appreciate the rest of you guys lurking out there too. I know you're out there. Don't know if I built the right Smeargle. What do you mean? It has false swipe and spore, right? That's all you need. No shot. He doesn't like Piplup. Me? I like Piplup. Don't do this to me. I'll never do X and Y. It's like 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah. Honestly, at a certain point, it doesn't seem like it's that different from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Like, a couple minutes still seems terrible. So, I don't know. You're already kind of down that rabbit hole. Several minutes for X and Y. Recently started a Nuzlocke for it. Yeah, that's not a good time. I don't feel like I'd ever want to put myself through one of those. It would just take the enjoyment out of it for me personally, but I don't know. Maybe one of these days I change my tune, because there was a while where I didn't think I'd want to do any full odd stuff. I didn't think I wanted to do any Masuda stuff, and I've kind of gone backwards through some of this and changed my mind. So maybe we get down that rabbit hole. We'll see. Did Ruination on Smeargle instead of False Swipe. Yeah, that's not a bad option for it. Minutes turn to hours, literally. Exactly. It happens quick. Want to hunt for Shiny Latios and Latios in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but I don't have the Eon ticket. How do you get it in Oris? The Eon ticket. Thinking of doing a shiny only run on my Let's Go Eevee save. Should I? It's not too bad. Although full odds can be a little tough, but you can do the catch combos. The issue with doing that is you run out of money. There's like very limited resources in Let's Go, and I feel like you can just run out of Pokeballs really quick. And there's somebody who gives you, they specifically have like a thing to help with that, where you can get like 5 or 10 free Pokeballs or something, so you can get yourself out of a nightmare situation where you're just trapped. But yeah, that's the only issue with it, is the lack of money. Isn't that just all of our issues, right? Ran out of money and Pokeballs and Let's Go. There you go. There are NPCs in every like main town that give you free Pokeballs, but it's not a lot. And I don't... Can you infinite money by selling those Pokeballs? I think they only give you like 5 or 10 though, so you barely get anything. So I think they made it so you can't just... Or you can, but it would suck. Like you could just keep going back and selling the stuff over and over again. From someone with Street Pass. What the heck? Like anybody with Street Pass you would get it from? Dude, Street Pass was the coolest thing for the 3DS. I wish they would bring that back. It was so fun. When you'd go to conventions and stuff, if you ever went to like an anime convention or anything like that, dude, you would get just so many Street Passes. It was insane. Just over and over and over again. It was a ton of fun. You can sell the candies, I believe. Yeah, the candies also don't sell for that much, but you need to catch the Pokemon to get the candies. And I don't know how to catch the Pokemon, is selling the Pokeball more like economical to get the money from that Pokeball, or is it catching the Pokemon, losing out on selling that Pokeball, but then getting some amount of candy? I don't know how that maths out. But yeah, it's tough when you're not in endgame to get money in that. Really enjoy doing Nuzlocks occasionally. I don't do them often. I'm thinking about transferring the rest of my Mons from Oris and doing a Nuzlocke, but I beat it within a week and want to keep the OG date. Yeah, that's cool. Like, I get that. You know, there's always the option of backing up the save too if you have like custom firmware or something on the 3DS. And then you don't have to worry about that. You can always, like, change it, swap between them, you know? It's nice to have the options for that. Street Pass was so cool. It really was. One of the coolest things Nintendo ever did, honestly. Someone with Eon Ticket and Street Pass. Well, how did the first person get Eon Ticket? How do we get the founder? The Eon Ticket founder. I think the candies don't sell for much. Yeah, it's not that much. I don't remember exactly what they sell for, but it's not a ton. Like Soak on Smeargle. Yeah, Soak is nice. Turn it to a water type so you can always hit it with False Swipe and Spore. Hit 15,900 on Registeel. Soon, very soon. Sorry, been really busy lately. Haven't been able to join in. Can only stay for a little bit. Manslug, I get it. It's all good, buddy. I appreciate you popping in, though. Hopefully everything's going well. Yeah, we all get busy. My work week has been so insane recently. I don't know what the deal is. Like, it has been crazy for you, boy, so I feel you. Eon Ticket is distributed from Mystery Gift. Can be propagated by Street Pass. There it is. So it was like just an online event. Everybody could download and then go hand it out, basically. It's a kind of a cool way to do it. Because you could still transfer it, right? You just need to find somebody that has it and is doing Street Pass, right? It's going to be very rare to get that now. But I think it's cool that there's kind of the potential for it still. It's not like completely gone, you know? Z, best of luck. I appreciate you, buddy. You heading out right now? Unlike Metagross, I don't know the beach encounter table. What are you going for right now? 900 for Regigigas. You, like, haven't ever caught that, or you're going for the shiny one? Man, you blast through these checks on this. Getting close to full odds. Yeah, I mean, to see... The thing is we've seen 2 Poochienas during this, so we've kind of reset the counter at, like 1,500-ish encounters. Maybe it was more like 16. I think it was almost 1,500 encounters. We had a shiny Pooch, so... Yeah. We saw one kind of recently. It's been a bit, though. 15 means that, what, we've had... about 5,000 total encounters since that, right? So we're kind of getting up there. Fiona, Manaphy, and Rumble, Regigigas, and Brilliant Diamond. I gotcha. Trying to keep track of it all. Legendaries and DAs. Doing the multi hunts. Love to see it. Hassan, welcome back. We're getting up close to 4,000 right now. Getting dangerously close. Goodness, my Pokeball Lotto luck is awful. Yeah. It can be tough. Have you had one where you got 0 rare Pokeballs in a Pokeball Lotto? Because that is the worst feeling ever. Your boy has had that quite a few times. Avatar really does come back when he is needed. Avatar, Hassan, help me out here. I need you now more than ever. Beat Emerald a week ago, was excited to hunt Kyogre. I forgot I couldn't turn off the game and realized I won't be able to hunt it for a while. You can do the runaways, right? Or is that not a thing? I don't know how that works in Emerald, actually. I assumed you could do a runaway deal, but yeah, it's unfortunate. It really sucks. That's like the only bad thing about Emerald. I wish there was some way to adjust that. Had 15 random eggs left in Sword I'd never hatched, and finally got around to hatching them and just got a shiny Applin. Very nice. Had one lurking. That's why I'm saying I always like hatching those little extra eggs. You never know. Especially if they're Masuda eggs, you have a pretty decent chance. Yes, just now. That is a bummer, dude. It's bad times. I have had so many of those. I feel like I've had that probably 5 or 6 times. It feels real bad. Would like to find a 3DS for a reasonable price to play Oris. Yeah, it's worth it. The nice thing is like all of the 3DSs you can at least get set up so you can kind of play whatever you want once you get it. It'd be worth getting a nice 3DS just to have, because it can play so much stuff. So much potential with it. My 3DS is pretty spicy. I'm glad I got it when I did. It was right around the time when the Majora's Mask 3DS came out, and I had a new 3DS that I'd had for a little bit, but then the Majora's Mask Special Edition one came out, and somebody was selling it for basically like retail on Craigslist at the time. And I was just like, I'll go buy this. I'll go sell my other one, I guess. So I basically just did a straight trade for that Majora's Mask one. I got a really cool like upgrade. It was basically like I just went to the store and bought it. The guy obviously bought a whole bunch of them, trying to scalp them, and I think people weren't buying them or something. It was at a cool time. It was brand new in the box. It's still sitting up there. I'm looking at it. You can do runaways, but you can't turn the game off during the hunt. Yep. Well, you can, and if you're doing a long, like, extended period of runaways, you're probably fine, like, doing that. It's just, if you are constantly resetting at the same spot over and over again, that's where it's an issue. But I wouldn't stress never turning your game off again, because at a certain point, it, like, recycles anyways, like, the frames. It's always going through the same list, but at a certain point, it goes back through that list, I think. I don't know how long it takes for it to get to that point, but it isn't infinite on that, so I wouldn't just sit there leaving your GBA or DS or whatever on constantly. Oh, we went over 4,000. Dang it. 4096. We're gonna go to 4096. How about that? We'll go to 4096, which is like half odds technically. How about that? The cool 4096. I wasn't paying attention. We get past these so quick. Out of the last 10 times, the 2 times bonus was 7. And out of the last 10 potential Pokeball Lottos, I got 9 special Pokeballs. So you've netted basically 1 bad time, is what I'm hearing here. Those odds. What about those odds? Yeah, 1 in 8192. It's unfortunate. But we have 5 consoles cooking, and we're going to have a 6th going soon. So it makes it a lot more doable. If you think about it this way, if we have 2 1 in 8192 odds consoles going at once, you can imagine that as being close. It's not exactly this, but you could imagine it as being like 1 in 4096, which is full odds in the new games, right? So you can kind of imagine it that way to rationalize. It's a little bit worse than that, but that's kind of how you can do it. And then, what is it with Shiny Charm? You get 2 more rolls for a Shiny. So 1 in 1365 odds would be like us doing a quad console kind of setup, I think. No, maybe it's just 3. Either way. That doesn't exactly math that way. But we have many consoles checking at 1 in 8,000, so the fact that we're burning through these super quick, it's helping our cause here. I'm not gonna pretend like ya boy maths, because we aren't technically getting 3 rolls on each game. We're getting 1, but if we multiply those rolls happening all the time, we're getting through them nice and quick. Nice and quick. I hear a meowing. Yeah. Cat's back there. She says she's hungry. I don't know if you guys have heard before, but she's pretty hungry. So happy they caught a caribou and brought me one. Mr. Who? Well, enjoy your caribou. Sounds like you're going to have an interesting time. Heart and tongue. I actually had beef tongue when I was in Japan. It was interesting. Yeah, it was something else. I'd never had it before, but that was something that I tried when I was there. I don't have 50 cats. I just have one really loud cat. One cat that is as loud as 50 cats. Calm equals does mathematics very correctly. Yeah, for sure. That's me. That me. Finally replaced my gold battery, so I've been playing it lately. I haven't had the time, so I just now got to the league. Yeah, it's tough to get through the older games. I don't blame you. Gyutan is nice. If it's well done, it's very tasty. The chewiness of it is what kind of freaked me out for the Gyutan stuff. It freaked me out. It rained, apparently. Yeah. But we had a bunch of other, just like beef while we were there. It was good. It was interesting. The Gyutan, I was definitely like worried about. I would kind of like to do like a teppanyaki, like a wagyu or something like that, like a steak where they cook it in front of you and you just kind of get a really like the 10 out of 10 steak, that kind of thing. I would like to try that next time I'm there, I think. On the Albert Einstein level of math, when you only have 2 brain cells, you come up with some interesting solutions. Modern problems require modern solutions. The theory of shiny relativity, exactly. Alright, we're going to get to 40.95. I guess 1 away from half odds. Is that how we're going to do this? How am I going to do this? You going to be streaming tomorrow? I am, in fact, going to be streaming tomorrow. Spent like 9 hours training my Pokemon. Yeah. That's how it goes in the old games. 4100. Should we go to 41? I'll go to 41. Why not? Vlad, welcome in. Just for the tail end of the stream, I'm sorry to do this to you. We're going to 4100 checks, and that is the end of it tonight. Haven't had another distortion. We got really lucky early on, and that's that. Had fried frog legs. They're not bad. I've also had a gator. Really fresh calamari spaghetti in Italy once. Very delicious. I have a friend who had gator nuggets at some point, which just seems like a very strange... like, if you're having gator, I don't feel like nugget is the first thing that I'm going for. But, I mean, I am a chicken nuggies kind of guy, so maybe it is. Maybe that's what I'm doing. 4,200 is a funnier number. Yes, it is, and we will get to that on the next one, though. We'll get there, trust me. 42,000 is also a pretty funny number. I hope we don't get to that. That's all I'm saying. Should I get through the 3DS version and dual hunt Ho-Oh? I don't think it would be a bad idea. I'm just throwing it out there. Guys, this is going to be the final check for the night. Final Torchic check. Before I do this check, I just want to say I appreciate you all hanging out. If you haven't liked the stream yet, please consider doing it. It helps me out on the algorithm. If you haven't subbed yet, we're inching our way up to 12K, the next milestone. So yeah, just consider it. Doing a lot of shiny hunting, hanging out. What else? We had a bunch of people supporting tonight. I really appreciate you guys super chatting, gift memberships, doing all the stuff that you guys do. I know that you don't have to pay to watch me on YouTube, but it means a lot that you decide to do it anyways. So I appreciate you guys. We have a few people paying even more for these memberships. We have Woodrow the Kid, Panky Rang, Zonathan04, Sir Shicker, Kasane V2, Z Toxic, Oxford Striplin, Chrissy, Ellie Dogmeat, Vlad Shorts, Fuji Toby, Gilgamesh, Porsche Nut, Trailblazing Sudowoodo, and in the cultist tier, we have Mistaken, Oriso, Ray's Plays, 8th Anguist of the Grandmaster Stealing Cat Ouroboros, and Volt, paying a ridiculous amount of money. Fuji Toby, I see you there with those 5 gifties. I appreciate you too. Guys, make sure to say thanks. We're going to do these checks, and then we're going to raid somebody. So stick around. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. Final check of the night. Big money. No pooch. That's a good thing. All right. Next time. We couldn't keep getting away with it. That's fine. We had to pay for the amazing luck. Let me just make sure we don't have a distortion. All right, this game is cooking. We're going to shut that one down. Guys, we're going to raid somebody, so please stick around. Let me just see where the heck we're going. I do not know where we're going. It would be nice if I knew where we were going. Hold on. I'm looking. Trash Can Man's going for
$2 from Baby
Regigigas.
Pluto _N. Shout out Lazy Hassan 17.
There it is. Shout out Lazy Hassan 17. Trash Can Man's doing some Regigigas shiny hunting in Sword and Shield, so we're gonna go show some love. Guys, we're gonna do a hashtag calm raid. He doesn't even get it. Shout out Lazy Hassan 17. What are you talking about? He doesn't even get it. I'm not gonna be. Hashtag calm raid. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna make our way over there. Please be respectful. Please hang out for a little bit. Show him some love. Give him a like, hang out. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time. Vlad Shorts with the 10 months. I appreciate you. Don't forget to add Hassan to the Calm Contributor tier. Oh, okay. Okay. Hassan, I'm really sorry about that. No, that's right. I get it now. No, stop it. Don't look at me. You're on the list. Hassan, I'm sorry. This is a me thing. I'll do it right now. We're gonna raid. I'll do it right now. Good night. Good night, Pete. Good night. Okay, good night. Bye. Good night.